Yeah, yeah. So Breezy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, dog, that Sauce Walker be spitting in flames, nigga.
Oh no, no, no. He ain't
Yeah.
doing that.
He spit. Hey, he killed the intro. I'm like, man, I gotta send it. I didn't even send you the intro, cause the nigga was going hard on the intro. I'll call you back and I didn't answer right now. Shout out Lone to be on here. See right now. This is Beats and Bitz podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We got Loopy on here, aka that Loopy chick, Breezy, uh,
Yeah.
Young Link Jr. on this motherfucker, man. And Link, if you need to jump back in and out, it's all good because we know you got connection problems, but it's all good. Old girl knocked the Wi-Fi off the wall last week, so he got to get a new router. Knocked it clean off the damn table. So Link kind of fucked up out here in the streets. But anyway, so the Eminem came out with Kamikaze and low key fucked everybody else's week up, man. Bun B just came out with his CD. Black Youngster came out with his CD. Um, um, who else came out with their shit? Currency came out with his CD, but none of that shit matters. Let's see. He just came in and fucked everybody weekend up. How you feel about it, Bruce?
Oh, it's a good album. It's a good album. That's
It's a
how I
good.
feel about it.
That's it.
Well, I
Like,
mean, he going at everybody. Like I had a breakdown a second ago. He just hold on, I'll tell me people did. He just like 153 some odd fucking people.
do you think that Eminem is like low key mad that he ain't in the conversation no more? Cause
He
like,
always in the conversation. It's just people choose to exclude him.
no, I'm talking about just now because a lot of old rappers ain't even being mentioned for real, for real. Like, Kanye is doing it because he got antics and shit like that. But
I think if it was a serious conversation, like a serious conversation, because most of the people you talking about be people like on that MTV bullshit, and they don't even listen to all the hip hop that comes out. If it was a serious conversation, he's in the top.
yeah, okay,
I
I
would say top
mean,
25, top 50, or even top 100. He's in there.
Loopy, what you think?
Mm, I think Eminem is overlooked like way too much in general. Like if he wasn't white, it wouldn't be the way it is when it comes to Eminem. Like he's great and people recognize that, but they still overlook him or they try to find something wrong with him because he's white. That's just my opinion.
Man,
Yeah, I mean, because think about it
everybody,
when he
go ahead, Breeze, because I'm like,
because when
damn.
yeah no because it's legit because when he came out right, he was this white guy rapping about being angry at his damn mama when he came out. Right? And he was angry at his baby mom. That's when he came out with that cleaning out his closet song shit. And then he had all these other records saying he already knew people were gonna compare him to Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer and all these like well more so Vanilla Ice with how whimsical Vanilla Ice was and whatnot. So he had a lot to prove out the gate, and he proved that. And he is overlooked mainly because he's white. And then you look at the other white rappers that come after him, the MGKs, the Yellow Wolves, the what's the thrift shop dude name? I can never remember thrift shop.
Macklemore.
Macklemore.
Macklemore's, and they're not making the same, and they don't have to make the same type of music as him or be as lyrical as him, but the content they make is more hip hop or pop, and he's like, no, I'm a rapper. I'm not making hip hop records. When you look at his records, he has a couple hip hop tracks, but most of his albums are hardcore rap album, and everybody says it. He's not the one you want to go against lyrically. Like
I
if you want to go off
mean,
lyricism, he's top 10.
yeah, I mean, but I just feel like kind of like got too much in his feelings bad because, like, because everybody was jumping on him about revival and how like
Oh, Pusha.
it was a gimmick and all this other shit. I'm kind of just like, that's how he feel. That's how he feel. And like, if he want to be not patriotic, but if he want to stand up for the youth and disenfranchised, then he could do that shit. And I kind of feel like I'm at that point, and that I'm in that point. I'm in that minority of I didn't think it was too gimmicky, but it kind of the way he put it out there was kind of too gimmicky. So yeah.
Yeah. Every rapper has some type of gimmick with some shit.
Yeah, but it's like I don't like when motherfuckers like do shit to like sell their record. So,
But they all do it, bro.
No.
Yeah, you gotta promote. And the media's been against Eminem his whole career.
Facts. Because when he came out, you had people comparing him to Marilyn Manson and him poisoning the kids. And then when he shit on George Bush at one point and saying he wanted to bomb people like Baghdad and he finds it's funny and shit like that, people were shitting on him. He has tons of interviews going against Bill O'Reilly. He had the one issue he had with a lot of black rappers saying that he doesn't know his place in the home of hip hop, and then he had a whole album about like, yeah, I'm not well, it was a record. I forget the name of the record, but he's like, yeah, if I wasn't white, I wouldn't be as big as I am, and the reason I am as big as I am is because I'm white, and Middle America thinks my music is fine. Like, he's literally addressed every possible issue that has come against him from Jump Street. So, like, I mean, the media's never liked him because he's always said, y'all are full of shit. Y'all won't help people. Like, he's that dude. If he was black, motherfucker would be compared to Pac. Like, just keep it a buck. He talk about when he ain't on his bag, talking about his baby moms or his mom, his issues with his moms, he's been talking about issues in the hood. He's been talking about political issues. He's been talking about how people need to do better, how the media is hypocritical when it comes to judging his music versus other people's music, and how they judge rap more than they judge country, rock and roll, and hip hop these days, and punk rock and screamo. Like, he goes in on that shit, but he gets overlooked because a lot of people that look like us are like, man, he talking about killing his moms and putting his baby girl in the trunk. I can't relate to that shit. But it's like, yo, that's one track out of like 200 some odd tracks he got.
I had a question.
Yeah.
What makes Pac so great as an MC versus being a rapper? No. I'm not talking about like rapper wise. I'm talking about MC wise. What makes Pac, to compare MCs to Pac, to me is just like if you would have said Biggie, I would have been like, okay. But Pac,
we're not gonna have that conversation.
Well, no, we can have that conversation because what makes the only reason, in my opinion, Pac wasn't that great of a lyricist, right? And the early music Pac was producing was bullshit. It wasn't that great. But then he had a change of heart, I guess you could say, and started to see how the community was going to shit. And he started putting out all this socially conscious music and doing all these socially conscious interviews and shit. And then he got killed, and it turned him into a pariah. And everybody was just like, Pac was great. Pac was for the people. Pac. And it was like, y'all are just forgetting when Pac first came out. He was just another slumming nigga trying to get out of the hood. Like, that's what he was. Even if his mother was a Black Panther and shit. Like, that's who Pac was. And Biggie was always rapping about shit people were going through and whatnot. And, you know, DMX is another one who went through that same shit. Where he came out just and barking and shit like he a dog and all that other shit. Then he went to jail and got super religious. And still is hella religious, you know, and making religious tracks. So I think it's just we're holding people to Pac's standard because we hope they'll make more tracks similar to Pac that talk specifically about the issues that are going on both politically and in our communities. And we don't have anybody of a Pac status to do it. Jay-Z does it with subliminals, and unfortunately for a lot of people in our community, you got to dumb that shit down. They don't understand it. Who else you got? You got Kendrick, but again, Kendrick's more mainstream. He might have a positive message, but most of his tracks are more mainstream type shit. It's not like, again, like a Dear Mama, or even what's my homeboy? Dude, what's his name? He got
I'm not saying Pac wasn't great. I'm saying in a MC land because you compared. You said he would be like Pac if he was black or whatever, but like he wouldn't because they didn't even have. That's why I was saying like Biggie had a style where he went in and it was just like hardcore rapping to me. When you get to Pac, it's like he's reciting poetry. There's nothing wrong with that, but it just to compare that to Eminem, I don't see it.
Well, it's all about the message and the words. I mean, when you look at Eminem's catalog and all the shit he's gone with, dealt with, and how he spits in the face of the media and is like, fuck y'all ain't really out here taking care of people like y'all say y'all are, and y'all hypocritical and y'all full of shit. I mean, that's exactly what Pac was doing before he eventually got killed.
So you're going based off message. Gotcha.
Yeah,
well, yeah, message. I mean Pac wasn't a great lyricist.
You mean the message, the flow? I mean, he had some bars for your ass though, like
a handful of bars. Pac had a handful of bars. Fuck the crew in the clique you claim. Like he had a handful of bars. Biggie had more bars than Pac, but Pac had far more charisma.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck charisma.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, anyway,
charisma will get you far.
Moving on. Kanye says that he did not snitch on Drake. We're trying to get Link back, but like I said, old girl broke his router, so he was a little bit.
She broke it. How did she do that?
He wasn't looking where he was going. That's what.
Well, why was she anywhere near the router? What's wrong with the bed?
I mean, you gotta be.
Why do you need to have prayer near a Wi-Fi device?
I mean, see, this is.
No, I don't know. Explain, please.
I mean, sometimes you gotta.
We gotta be over here so we can get the lower signal clearly.
Look. Sometimes, Breezy, you gotta go all over the house when you catch the spirit. So,
but near the Wi-Fi thing, bro.
Hey, I done had to not cuss somebody out, but I had to tell somebody don't step on the damn on that shit.
Y'all need to have better fucking cable management. Y'all sloppy. And y'all should have cables and wires running around y'all damn house like it's a construction site, bro.
Well, I mean, I got my shit plugged in because I got tired of having lag and sounding like a goddamn robot. So, after that one time, you and Chauncey flamed me for sounding like Darth Vader. I was just like, fuck it.
That shit was funny. That shit was funny.
Yeah, like, you ain't heard that, Loopy. That's an old episode that I went on, like, an hour and a half rant and didn't even stop. Like that.
Like you always doing?
I'm always going on an hour.
You gotta have somebody stop you sometimes.
I'm always going on an hour.
You went in on that, what was it, the DLC for Tekken or some shit, and I was just like, bro, no, it was Street Fighter. And I was like, bro, just don't buy the shit early. And you're like, but no, I'm going to be behind on the tournament and shit. They shouldn't do this. And it's like, bro, I done told you this Capcom, bro.
Yeah, I mean, they still ain't nobody stop their dumb ass. So, it is what it is. Niggas went ahead on and bought them season passes because we can't be behind. This is the price you pay. And I ain't even been at the tournament. I'm about to start going to tournaments on the regular. I gotta get outside the house more. Cause all I feel like I be working like tomorrow. I ain't doing a goddamn play. God of War on the stream. I was gonna do the stream today, but I was like, oh shit! Somebody got all 3 of the Spiderman games, but 3 is better on PS3.
All right.
So, but anyway, the nigga Kanye then snitched on Drake, and he said he didn't snitch on him. And me and Breezy talking about this. See, I rest with Breezy.
Yeah, we know he did.
Yeah, but he lying though.
Of course he lying. What do you do when you get caught doing some shit you ain't got no business doing?
Be a man and say that you did something. Don't hide.
I wasn't kissing her. I was showing her proper CPR.
like Linky is right now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, that's what you do when you get your hand caught in the cookie jar, man. You say, "Nah, I wasn't doing that. It wasn't me."
Well,
blah, 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 but whatever.
Like I said, Drake been smashed Kim Kardashian. He's still smashing on the low.
Well, congratulations, Drake.
I think he needs to put it away. And it's not been confirmed. That's only Nick Cannon's guess.
Even if he is, if their lifestyle is that where they like being swingers, that's on them. They got nothing to do with it.
Kanye don't like being no damn. If he would be devastated.
I don't know. I mean, he watched us sleep with everyone else before him. So.
No, he would. It would hurt this nigga pride.
Whatever. Kanye self-prophesized that he in Gold Digger, and then he like followed the same script. He lost me there.
I mean, listen. Everybody is in the weird shit. If they in the threesomes or what have you, I don't know. But that's their relationship. That's their lifestyle. Even if Drake smashed before they got married, it's like whatever, because we know Kim was out here like that.
Well,
we know.
I mean, it's some more shit that he got up on him though, because I feel like there's more to be said, and there's more to be revealed.
Well, the subliminal King Drake is not going to directly say what he did, so.
I mean, no, I don't know.
No, he gonna subliminal himself into subliminal devastation shit. Drake ain't never said nothing direct about no specific rapper. He's always been subliminal.
Even with Meek?
Well, with Meek, that was legit beef, and they were going legit at each other at that point. But before then, it was still subliminal.
Yeah.
I don't know. He put his picture up at the concert.
Well, at the concert, yeah, but that was when it was full on like smashing, like they were at each other's throat at that point. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm talking about this dude here, but before then, it was just subliminal.
Well, again, yeah. So I feel like this. Kanye need to quit the shenanigans, and then also.
Yeah. Nah, he a free thinker. Let him free think stupid shit.
Yeah, anyway, moving on. Spider-Man. People are up going crazy because people think that Spider-Man got downgraded.
It did.
I mean,
they always do.
Yeah,
not new.
Like motherfuckers is making this shit going crazy, making it going stupid. And
I mean, they did. Like, okay, bro. Bro, like they do this. They did this with Watch Dogs. They did this with Far Cry 5. They did this with fucking Heavy Rain. They did this with Sleeping Dogs. They did this like, bruh, come on. They did this with Killzone 2.
All right, back.
Welcome back. We glad.
I know I missed a handful. So y'all was talking about the Eminem album.
Yeah, that was like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
for real. Because I want to weigh in on it. It's cool.
Well, go ahead.
We'll hold on, wait a minute. We'll come back to it after we get through.
Well, we talking about the Spider-Man downgrade shit. It ain't no big deal. It's just people who ain't never been around the game shit complaining about shit that we already know that already happened. Like The Witcher 3 had the same. Like it was motherfuckers. Like let me tell you something. Let me not get too loud. But it was fools who were taking The Witcher 3 screenshots from the game when Geralt was on the horse walking past a cobblestone column and literally pixel by pixel analyzing that shit to figure out at what texture resolution was it currently displayed at the E3 demo and when it came out at launch. So it's like, bruh, this stuff has been happening for decades and it's not going to change. It's not even really news. It's just a slow news day.
Yeah, I mean, and then it rolls over into Cyberpunk because everybody
that was a beautiful demo.
Yeah, it was, but that's what took so long. He was saying about seeing that damn game because they, like you just said, CD Projekt Red was scared niggas gonna flame their ass like they did last year.
They probably will still.
I mean, but niggas need to get over that bullshit because it's the game is fire. The graphics shouldn't matter for real. Like
I don't know about that now.
No, I'm saying if the game, because think about how many games, like it's some games that a lot of these games, let's be honest, ain't nothing blew me away since we went from PS2 to PS3. Like, except God of War kind of
What's
blew
up?
me away, and then you know, but other than that, like, ain't nothing really just like wowed me. Like, well, Ghosts of Schema did when I saw that shit on the big screen, but you know, that shit was crazy. That did kind of the way that visually looked was awesome. But not too much shit. Really, just what was the Quantum Dream game kind of did like. I guess maybe seeing that shit on a big screen was dope. Yeah, man. But and then Anthem got some gameplay and it looked cool. But niggas is kind of iffy on that shit because we don't know what EA is doing, and EA's Battlefield 5 also had got pushed back because of low pre-orders. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with EA, man. It looking bad out there.
EA trying to slide the microtransactions, and they're like, "Hold on, give us a minute. We gotta add an extra $5 for that dialogue option you want."
They get the extra edition. You pay $10.
We know you like your submachine guns with extra capacity in the magazine, so don't give us that $250 for that season pass for machine guns. And there you go.
But the thing is, they know people gonna pay for it though.
That's because most of the people.
I don't know about that.
No, they
you think
will.
gamers are stepping up to? Well, I don't know. You have been. I haven't seen on YouTube. They've been putting on a strike on EA. So.
Well, they did that shit from the Battlefield. Not Battlefield, Battlefront 2 when they did all of that shit.
Yeah.
But that was not. That was more so the Star Wars fans were pissed off at the movie. And then when the game came out and it had all that bullshit, it carried over from the movie to the game. And that's when Disney was like, hey, well, what y'all doing? Why is everybody upset with this?
Yeah.
And then Disney was like, okay, well, yoink. We're not letting y'all do this no more. This is it for
plus
y'all.
They've been taking the Madden games too over a while. That's a whole nother thing. They've
been doing it to Need for Speed. They've been doing it to Madden. They've been doing it for FIFA.
It's just like they do it every year, man. Every year because they know, they're trying to make a profit because it's going to be outdated. I don't know, man. It's just.
Here's how you make a successful Madden game. You put out this year's Madden. You turn Madden into an MMO, and what I mean by like an MMO, or you turn it into a service. So like you get Madden, you get your subscription, you pay $60 for the year, let's say, right, which is $5 a month. You get your roster updates, you get your patches, you get your framework updates and stuff like that. Instead of $60 every damn year with a season pass for like $24 or whatever, and then they say, "Hey, we've improved the defensive and offensive lines."
Exactly, but
AI.
I mean, they get for example, they got rid of the coin toss in one of the Madden 18. I'm just like, it's so unnecessary. It's just
I remember when I had to write a review for Madden, and I think it was like 2010 or 11. And on the bullet point for the presser was literally, "We've added physics to the referees' flags now. When they throw them on the field, they'll act like nigga."
Yeah,
bro. Like
my dad said
it's the same thing. It's just the same ball, but different rosters, different people. I'm like, yeah.
I'm glad that the license is expiring with Madden, with the NFL. So that means other people can take their shot now. Hell, you could just make a normal football game with random fucking jerseys and numbers with the same stats as Madden potentially, and just put the shit out.
They know for making 2K games, right? Or that's so.
Yeah, NFL 2K.
Because they do the wrestling now. WWE 2K. I remember back in the day, wrestling had their own type of game, and that was better to me than the 2K. I feel like it was more rush, but.
Yeah, it was rush because that was when the SmackDown versus Raw versus
SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, all that. That was classics. Like
EA used to be good. Like EA used to have their studio called EA Big, where they do all the silly shit. Like here's your NBA Street, your NFL Street. Yeah, there's your racing game where you're on snowmobiles doing crazy tricks like an SSX and shit. But they closed up that studio because they weren't selling enough games. And it's like, no wonder they weren't selling enough games. You motherfuckers weren't supporting them. Like, they hardly gave those games any marketing, and they were sending them out to die when big shit would come out, like something like a Call of Duty or some other big sports title right along 2K shit, and it's just like, why do you think they closed up? Because you weren't supporting them, and you weren't giving them marketing money.
Right.
But yeah, anyway, people gonna complain about this shit until the end of time. I don't see people complaining about that Star Citizen shit, so whatever.
Streets of Rage 4, finally, after a million years. How y'all feeling about this shit?
I'm indifferent.
Streets
of Rage 4.
Streets of Rage 4, finally we get it after the Streets of Rage. That Streets of Rage 2 remake was the shit. What else is going on, man? Loopy's favorite game, Conan Exiles, almost sold out.
Why you fucking with me?
Because
yeah, I was watching a Twitch streamer play that game, bro. He was playing that game, and one of his homeboys came up behind him, and he had the mod shit on. Homeboy had a Johnson all the way to the damn floor. And that bitch was swinging like a pendulum. And when he turned around, the camera glitched. So it was just crazy. He just had his dick swinging every fucking time. I was like, yo, how is this game allowed on Twitch? I couldn't breathe, bro. I couldn't breathe when that shit happened. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
That game is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
I gotta get into my gaming for real.
What else happened, man? Black Youngster had his listening party last week with 95 strippers.
That's entirely too many strippers.
Oh my goodness! Now somebody told me I'm gonna look them up. Somebody told me.
Hold on. Link. That's your Bible meeting. I'm talking about. Oh my goodness.
95. This nigga 28. Is he
You do that on a Wednesday. That's a light Wednesday for you.
Nick be in there right now writing Bible verses on dollar bills.
You so dumb as
I know you need to get paid, baby, but you need the Lord's Prayer as well. Here you go.
Breezy, when you watch my videos, right?
Yeah, I watch them.
You think it's cool or it's all right?
You good, bro. It's legit.
Yeah, look, we not holding court, but go ahead. What you saying about Black Youngster?
No. Somebody told me I'm gonna look him up though. Do some research on. Somebody told me he's a independent artist. I don't know how true that is.
No, he ain't no independent artist.
Okay. Because it seemed like I mean, it's like they do play his stuff on the radio, but they don't. I don't know where.
I
don't know, but he is around though.
I mean, girls were shaking their asses for the last 8 months. nigga, I can't even, like Booty is like the new baby got back that ass up. When you hear this,
that everybody.
Bro, you sound like homeboy from the Boondocks when you said booty.
Yeah.
F everybody.
That's how he said. That's how
booty is powerful. I'm a booty warrior. Pause.
Oh, Fleece Johnson.
I
like it and I want you. We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
We can do this the hard way. I see you chose the hard way.
The nigga, I mean, as soon as you hear toot, niggas is running to the goddamn floor. Girls think,
oh shit.
The nigga be on the toot, and then as soon as that motherfucker beat drop, he give you 30 seconds. See, like the beat start, right?
Yeah.
He give you 30 seconds to get your ass to the floor. Like, back that ass up, it was like that shit just came on.
Coming to the stage.
Like you had 10 seconds. Like you heard from that first when that violin first started to Cash Money taking over to the 9. Like you had 10 seconds. This nigga gave you a whole 30 seconds to like slide in the party, and then like that way you ain't killing. So thanks, Black Youngster, because niggas wouldn't have to be killing each other to be getting to the goddamn flow on your song. But anyway, he make a lot of crunk songs, dance songs, fight songs. So,
yeah, he had a mixtape called F Everybody 2 recently. Yeah. I'm innocent, can't fake the real. Okay.
What else? Who else came? Bun B came out with his shit, and like I said, Breezy favorite person, Sauce Walker came out with Drip God.
No.
Dog, I can't believe I missed it, dog. I missed the first 15 minutes of I know y'all was going in on that Eminem album. I might have to download and just listen to it myself. This nigga saying, "Oh, this is so fire." I'm like,
You
okay,
ain't
is it?
listen to
Is it really? I listened to a few
You ain't
songs.
really from Detroit, then,
Yes.
nigga.
Why?
Front to
Well, yeah,
back.
right.
Front to back.
Well, yeah.
It's a
You
front to
supposed to have
back.
the bootleg copy, nigga. What the
No,
fuck?
I listened to when I only listened to Fall and Kamikaze. Like those were good. Kamikaze was personally my favorite. The Fall, I was kind of like, okay, like, what's the point of him dissing these rappers? But I kind of understand a little bit. But
I don't understand why he
there's
did Joe Budden.
there's
It's like Joe
Bruh,
Budden.
'cause
nigga,
no, I understand. He went on Tyler the Creator and Earl Sweatshirt. I don't understand
because I'll tell you why he did it with Tyler the Creator and Earl Sweatshirt. Because
go ahead.
both of them,
Mm-hmm.
because Tyler has said this in interviews before. Tyler's like, I don't really listen to Eminem. I don't really get him, right? And then when Eminem put out his album last year, he put out the one song with, I think it was Beyonce.
Okay.
And when that single came out, Tyler was like, oh my God, this is just fucking garbage. This is shit.
Oh.
And it was like, okay.
Well, see, because like I used to be a fan of them, and so like they were before they was coming up, they used to take pictures, had to be on tour with Eminem. So I just, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, dang, where did they fall? Because I used to be good friends.
That's probably a slap in his face. And I think with Joe, he was the only one willing to sign Joe Budden ass.
Well, we know Joe Budden ain't. I had that feeling that was coming. I ain't really.
And then Charlemagne shed on M all the time, saying, well, Leonard was always like, ain't nobody checking for him. What have you done for me lately, nigga? If you don't miss me with that shit. And Lord Jamar always having problems with him. So it's like he basically all the shit he been hearing for years and not talking about.
Okay.
All the media fucking with him for years and he not talking about it and just be quiet. He just basically aired everybody was like, all y'all can get it. I want the smoke. And ain't nobody replying to him. And he shouted out other people too. He shouted out Hobson. He shouted out Kendrick. He shouted out J. Cole. And then he was like, because Lord Jamar used to say all the time, like, well, what has M done? And at the end of one of his songs, he's like, nigga, I brought the world 50 Cent. What have you done lately? And it's like, you're moving, Lord Jamar.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
You know,
Lamar doing this song. I'm just waiting on.
Well,
but other than that, man, it was dope though. I'm gonna listen to it, get my full sentence on it.
This nigga,
solid. It's fucking solid, man.
This nigga got G-Eazy and fucking
Oh yeah, he went at both of them and Machine Gun Kelly.
They both going at these niggas. Just said fuck.
They both dissed him. Yeah, they both dissed him.
Well, yeah, they did.
They dissed him. They dissed it. Machine Gun Kelly did it on a Tech 9 single.
I forgot all about Machine Gun Kelly.
And a lot of people do. He only had like that Black Flag song, and then he had like a couple other songs, and that was it.
He did put him on. He put on. I remember Yellow Wolf. He put him on too.
Yeah, like bruh, you don't bite the hand that feed, and if you do, you keep that.
Machine Gun Kelly was signed to Puffy. What the fuck?
Bruh, you really think that dude would have got on if Eminem wasn't Eminem?
I mean, Lil White was out before Eminem came out. Lil White was doing okay.
Doing okay and doing Eminem numbers are two different conversations.
Niggas was never doing Eminem numbers.
Exactly. Why do you think they're looking for the white rappers now?
G-Eazy
is a YouTube rapper. He ain't none of that hood street shit. Like, isn't he the guy that says, I fucked your, if I said it, I might have done it, or some shit like that? Like, I fucked your bitch, I done it, or some shit. Ain't that him? I think that's him with that track. Hold on, let me look this shit.
No.
Breezy, did you check out
No,
my
he lost me with that Cardi B song.
Yeah, that's the song that he's most popular for. What's the name of that shit? No Limit? Yeah.
You might have the wrong one.
So,
it's called I Mean It by G-Eazy. Yeah, he got 309 million views on YouTube.
Okay. Well, anyway, them niggas gonna keep dissing each other. They ain't gonna diss Eminem.
No.
Okay.
Nobody gonna do that. Busta Rhymes said it best, and Dr. Dre, don't mess with the white boy.
Okay.
Like Busta Rhymes and Dr. Dre, don't mess with the white boy.
NBA YoungBoy, we found out the reason why NBA YoungBoy is socking the fuck out his girlfriend, which is unacceptable.
Ain't no reason for that.
She gave him herpes, allegedly.
Ain't no reason for that.
She gave him
I don't
herpes.
know. Did she know she had
Ain't no
herpes?
reason for that.
Did she know that she had herpes?
That is messed up.
Yo,
like, if you know you got herpes.
Listen, if she knowingly gave you herpes, you sue the bitch for put her in jail. That's gonna hurt her more than a punch in the face. She gonna heal from.
She got two nickels to rub together. This was
that's not that's rational thinking. He's not thinking rational. He's thinking you just fucked me over for life.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they got medication for herpes.
Yeah.
No. Homeboy, listen, he take his medication. His nuts won't look like Nestle Crunch bars. He'll be good.
But he can only mess with people that got herpes.
No, he can mess with people that don't have herpes. He just have to take his medication and make sure he don't get a flare up. Like, bro, like this is some chill shit. Y'all talking like I'm fucking crazy. Like they got Okay, I'm getting a little too loud. Hold on, let me dial it back. They got medication right now, like real shit. They got medication right now where people who are HIV positive can literally take this over-the-counter pill. It's like $1,500 a pill, but you can take it and you're guaranteed not to transmit it. So it's not like shit was back in the fucking.
They got the
you
pill
can
now.
guarantee that I can't transmit it. How come you can't guarantee that I can get rid
of it? It's funny though. I don't even tell you that they have
wait. They got the pill now that if you take it before you have sex, that you won't get HIV.
Yeah, but the thing is with herpes and a lot of these diseases and viruses is just strange, continually changes, and it's hard to nail down what it is to completely cure it. It's very difficult.
Yeah, they got the cure for all that shit, nigga. Anyway.
They ain't got the cure. If they had the cure for it, you think they hold on it for this long?
It's treatment.
They package that shit up and sell it to you for $3,000 a damn milligram. Yeah, bro. You telling me a corporation that has the ability to make money is gonna hold out?
With the communities that they attacked with that, yeah.
They make more.
But the communities they making the pills for can't afford it in the first place. If you keep it a buck. Nobody in the hood got insurance for no $1,500 HIV pill. That's for the white gay folks who at the Pride Parade walking down the street sucking dick-shaped lollipops. Like, keep the shit 1,000. What are y'all on about? Y'all tripping. Like, keep the shit about. Magic Johnson, the only nigga we know to catch HIV, black nigga catch HIV, go overseas, get cured, come back and open up a fucking coffee chain.
Breezy, goddamn, hold on, shit, wait. I gotta put the disclaimer out.
You got the AZT drug.
Like for real, y'all tripping. They gonna hold
can't afford it.
So they can make even more money. No, they gonna bottle that shit and sell it about a milligram. $10,000 for your Nestle Crunch Bump nuts.
Breezy, hold on though.
This nigga ain't be a young boy vocal. I got bumps all over my damn flower.
And he Falcon punched that bitch on camera.
In her face, but I was wrong for that though. He could,
because he gonna face more jail. I mean, yeah, he wasn't in his rational mind when he just fucking.
He was angry.
You know, that's why he got out of jail. That's the thing.
I mean, he got out of jail because he posted bond.
No. That's why he got out of jail. And
my nigga, he posted bond.
No, but I'm saying that's why he stayed out of jail because the girl said that she had herpes, and that's why they got into the
what's why he posted bond.
No, I know that.
Were the charges dropped, or did he just post bond?
He post bond.
No, his charges got dropped down to a misdemeanor because the girl said that she initiated the fight, and
she asked for the charges to probably be lowered, and they lowered them, and they were like, okay. We got a misdemeanor, but you still got this court date, and you need to post bond.
Yeah, basically.
I'm all for it. Whoop that trick and all that.
Oh damn! Okay, shit.
I mean, she needed. I mean, everybody needed to get tested. But see, this is what happens when you mess with chicken heads, running around, gobbling everything.
But chicken heads come in disguises sometimes.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't hide a hoe. You can't hide a hoe.
No, they be the most beautiful looking women, bro.
No, hoe is gonna display hoe tendencies. You in love with that bitch.
I don't know. I got a cousin that's been having kids since she was 14, and you look at her and you wouldn't be able to tell.
Okay, here's the thing: if your cousin been having kids since 14, real shit. If I came around your cousin and I see she got all these crumb snatchers, I'm gonna start doing some math. Like, how old is your oldest?
You ain't got. But I'm saying the kids ain't always around her. Like, she don't spend a whole lot of time with her kids. So like, she come up to you and her being herself, you can't tell.
When I find out, I'm running like hell.
Okay, well, hold on, right quick.
But the thing is,
wait, let me put the disclaimer out. Nigga, I've been trying to put the disclaimer out for 18 minutes. We don't mean to offend nobody in the LGBT.
Oh fuck, man! That's not offensive. Wait, hold on. It is not offensive to say that these drugs are manufactured and produced and are only afforded, and only people in high wealth communities can afford them. That's not.
No, that ain't what you said. You said dick sucking.
Yeah, they do have dick sucking lollipops. You think I'm bullshitting?
We don't want to wake up tomorrow morning in this video blocking.
We go, yeah.
Well, they're in parade sucking phallic shaped objects. Because we want to keep it PG-13. They're at parade sucking phallic shaped objects, leaving condoms and such things in the streets where children can see them. And this is all over the internet on YouTube. You can go right now and check last year's Gay Day Parade down there in Miami and the Keys, and you'll see them sucking these phallic-like objects, massaging their fucking uvulas in the back of their throats with these objects. Like, for real. Like, come on.
This shit is real, dog. That shit crazy.
So Ray Shrimmer got robbed in a home invasion.
A home invasion, damn.
Yeah,
niggas came in this crib.
So four men came. Ray Shrimmer, Sway Lee, and you know the niggas.
I like shrimp.
Like Beetle, yeah.
Yeah, law enforcement sources say 4 niggas in ski masks knocked on Ray Shrimmer's door around 4:30 a.m. and attacked when a guard answered. What the fuck is niggas answering the door for?
No, that was an inside. That was an inside job. He ain't get attacked.
Yeah,
that was an inside.
The house is safe.
They knocked on the door. They beat the car.
That's an inside job. That's what that is.
Let me see. Wiz Khalifa and Christina Milian have been victimized as of niggas.
It was an inside job.
They are set up. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how these niggas live in the gated community though. Like, how is this?
It's an inside
job. Niggas.
But this is what happens when you hire a friend of a friend of a friend of a cousin's uncle, auntie, cousin. Yeah. And if you actually took the due diligence to hire actual legit professionals with full in-depth background checks that have nothing to do with hip-hop, you won't have these problems.
I got you.
You're
going to pay a premium, but you won't have these problems. Like, that's real. You're going to pay a premium.
That's true.
Yeah. You ain't going to have these motherfucking problems.
You can get Tyrone for $500 a month, or you can get the John Wick motherfucker who's doing barrel rolls and cartwheels and shit for $1,500 a month.
Damn.
Okay, can somebody explain to me why Trippie Redd is trying to get this nigga sent to jail?
That sounds like a type of like gusher.
Trippie Redd,
like one of them candies.
He's trying to get.
Don't it sound like one of them Willy Wonka candies?
It sound like a candy that'll get you high.
I look like
I got me some Trippie Redd, dog.
Sound like Twizzlers.
For real, that would be a fire ass flavor if that was a real Twizzler flavor.
He's trying to.
You stupid.
He's trying to. What do you say, man? He's trying to. Trying to think here, man. He's trying to.
Yo, my name Trippie Redd. I'm trying to get my cousin blueberry juice on.
Well,
this shit sounds so good, dog.
He's trying to
Trippie Redd flavor.
Okay, y'all need.
What this nigga Trippie Redd trying to do?
Okay. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. Okay, what did Trippie Redd do?
He's trying to get 6ix9ine the fuck out of here. He's saying this girl is he fucking with another underage girl, and really the girl is like of age, but she's lying basically because he wouldn't let. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me finish.
She's trying to be underage.
Okay.
Wait. She lied basically because 6ix9ine won't bail her boyfriend out of jail. So, then he turned this nigga Trippie Redd said that Trippie Redd's ex-girlfriend is gonna go fuck with 6ix9ine because they're exes and he don't fuck with her no more.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't take none of this shit seriously.
For real, like who cares? If he listen, if some little fucking crumb snatching thought who ain't got good parental skills want to go and try to get 6ix9ine, starburst mouth ass to bail her homeboy out and he don't do it, that's on her. Like, you can't get mad. This man's money. Like, you can't get mad at him. You should have secured the bag before you even spread your legs. And that's on you. Like, I don't care. And Trippie Redd need to worry about his own problems. Like, if he really concerned about 6ix9ine, who you should alert Trippie Redd? The authorities. That's who you should alert instead of going to Twitter and tapping.
I wonder if he has a deal with Big Red.
Motherfucker got a deal with Big Red. Yo, he probably does. That's his big brother.
Breezy, this is the type of shit that makes you hate rap, though. Like, these niggas just...
I don't pay attention to this fuck shit, because it's all wrestling. I don't pay attention to this shit.
Nigga born in 1999. This...
Ain't nobody paying attention to these fools. Yes. I got better shit to do.
Okay, so this pastor, apparently, in Link, this is around the corner.
Oh, Lord. Please,
Link was in the back vestry.
Oh, my God.
When this shit was going on.
Damn.
Nah, that couldn't have been me. That couldn't have been my girl at home, boy. That couldn't have been me.
This is the second podcast we talked about this. Leave that pastor
alone. No.
Leave that nigga alone.
No, he lucky that wasn't my girl or a friend of mine. I would have drop kicked him right there in his shit.
Breezy,
like, he would have got it.
Breezy, he wasn't roping on it, though.
He was roping on her.
No, listen.
No.
And then he left it there. When you feel a little lump, you remove it. He left this shit there.
And then he dug his fingers in.
No, let me say this. No, you gotta blame Ariana Grande. When she was
what the fuck is this? Link, are you really pulling a Dave Chappelle skit right now? Just because I'm dressed this way.
Can I explain?
No.
Can I explain?
Let him talk.
Well, before he talk, let me hand you this shovel because you digging one hell of a hole.
Okay, listen, this is the second podcast I had to defend this nigga. Okay, so Bishop Charles Ellis, yes, I understand. Yes, don't get me wrong. I really felt like, yes, at that time it was inappropriate. He should have never did that. She could have Me Too that nigga, but she played it off cool. Thing is, you going to a funeral, a black funeral in Detroit. Especially, you're not supposed to wear those type of things that's provocative. And I felt like, she kind of brought that to herself. Don't get me wrong, I don't think she deserved that, but it was a mistake. And I feel like, we shouldn't get upset when, like, Trevor Noah, he always pushing this agenda, like, oh, we need to get him out of here. And plus, Ariana Grande is not even, like, upset about it. You get what I'm saying? And I guess she's the one that's the victim. So I feel like we shouldn't be beating on the bishop's neck. At the end of the day, I mean, we all make mistakes. Yes, it was inappropriate, but it's just
okay. Hold on.
Wait.
No, I'm finna get this. I'm finna get this.
No,
listen. I'm finna get this. All right. First off, it was a funeral. Yes, she was not just dressed appropriately, but to say she brought this on herself at a professional environment.
Wait, hold on. Let me hold on. Wait, let me see. Let me look at this outfit she got on.
Oh, fuck that bullshit. Ain't nobody got time for that.
The outfit doesn't matter.
Listen.
Wait,
you were at a. She was not. Hold up, a nigga. Who gives a shit about the outfit? Like, that's not important.
No. The reason this is what I'm saying. If he had to put her ass and her waist is like right there together, because she ain't.
My nigga, put your hand on her shoulder.
No, he didn't touch her ass at all. He touched the titty.
Listen, my nigga.
Had he put his hand on her ass and that was
my brother.
Mistake.
My brother, you gonna make me get loud in this motherfucking house. I ain't trying to tonight. Listen.
I'm looking at the video right now.
Ariana Grande, did she wear inappropriate outfit?
Yes.
Yes. My nigga, I swear to God. No. Listen. Did she wear inappropriate outfit?
Yes.
But she was in a professional environment. And even if she is wearing... My nigga, I swear to God. Okay.
I'm looking at
but my thing is,
30 seconds.
I swear to fucking God, my nigga. I swear to fucking God.
I just feel like niggas taking this shit too goddamn far.
That's what I'm saying.
No, listen. Oh my fucking God. Okay, here's an example. I'll give you a classic example.
Nigga apologize.
No, fuck that. Here's an example. We'll use religion. Wait. I got an example. I got you. We'll use religion. If a sheik man who wears a turban as part of his religion goes into a high-rise building, is it okay for the guard to shoot him because he thinks you're a terrorist and you're now in this building? Okay. If a man, look, we can use this. We can keep going down this fucking road. If a woman comes in wearing a burqa into another gaming event, And that's her religion. That's her faith. Is it okay for anybody who's armed to apprehend her and stop her from attending the event?
No.
So why is it Ariana Grande, who wore an improper attire to her funeral in a professional setting, is allowed to be groped by this man?
Well, he shouldn't be. He shouldn't even put his hands on her because it's just nowadays niggas is getting mad over.
If a woman is wearing an outfit or an attire, listen, here's a question. If she was wearing an outfit where there was nowhere you could put your hands comfortably, give her a hug in the middle of the back, and then don't put your hands on her.
Me personally, I wouldn't do that. I understand, like, far as touching her and everything, what the bishop did, but I would say, like, this too. I mean, we're making this as a big deal. Like, I feel like it's the bishop. Yes, he did the right thing. He apologized, and I just feel like, you know, in the black community, we look up to, like, bishops and pastors are very admirable people in the community. So, and at the end of the day, once you're like in a world of trauma or you want things to be restored, the black family goes to the pastor. The pastor is like pretty much like the source and the foundation of the black community. So I just feel like this. I just feel like this is another attack on black men in general. If this goes haywire, you get what I'm saying? That's
I'll break this down.
Niggas sneeze and they on some bullshit, basically.
Here's the thing. First off, there's always been an attack on the black man in the black community, in the black household since we arrived in this country. Period. Full stop. Even with the Me Too bullshit with Bill Cosby and no hardcore evidence, and people like to point to his fucking testimony. If you read his full testimony, where he says, "Yeah, I gave them women Quaaludes," the next sentence says, "They took them from me knowingly," which means they were all game for the shit, but everybody seems to manage to stop there. But I digress. Now back to this pastor nigga. Homeboy, you are a pastor. You are a public figure, a political figure, as you say, a pillar to the community. All eyes are on you to do the right thing and not do what you did on live TV, because now this begs the question, what do you do when cameras aren't there? And it's not a hugely professional environment. He didn't just put his hand there and move. He took his hand and dug it in. And she was wearing a padded bra. So he couldn't even feel nothing. And also this too. People say Ariana's not saying anything. You know why she's not saying anything? Because she's a public figure herself. And if she adds fuel to the fire, you think this nigga getting heat now? If she said something, if she said he made me feel uncomfortable, I didn't like when he touched me, they burn that nigga church down. And you know that's facts. So her not saying nothing is giving him a fucking pass. The heat he getting from us ain't shit. He can get off the fucking internet. Period. And that shit, that's the disgust. Like, I'm in my bag right now. I think that's fucking disgusting. That we can sit here. No, it's disgusting to me. We can sit here and say because she is dressed, it is one, people saying her fault, and that's just hating ass bitches that know they couldn't rock that outfit that way. That's the first thing. The second thing, that she brought this on herself. That's fucking disgusting, because I know women right now, if a white bitch right now walked through the hood and she got assaulted, we would not be having the same conversation. We'd be saying them niggas was wrong. But if a sister walked down the street like that, we'd be like, oh, well, she brought that on herself. She shouldn't have been walking down on 36 and Crenshaw at fucking 11:30 p.m. because she know they out there like that. No, niggas need to keep their hands to themselves. And if you don't know where to put your fucking hands, and keep them in your damn pockets.
Agreed.
Period.
Agreed. I'm not saying no, but I'm saying like this.
But
I'm going to tell you like this.
Question.
The nigga did. Hold on, let me real quick. The nigga apologized, and that's my thing. It's like once a nigga apologized, it's like now, nigga, it don't even matter if you apologize. It's like niggas can't make mistakes no more. Basically.
Exactly.
It's not about making mistakes. Listen, no, fuck that. A mistake is I accidentally touch your breast and I move my hand. If I'm digging my hand into your lower bosom to cop a feel to see what that jello feels like, that ain't an accident. That ain't a mistake. If I bump into you and we fall on the ground and my hands touch your titties, sorry. But if I linger there an extra second and go honk honk, nah, nigga. No, and that's what that motherfucker did. And she tried to pull away from him multiple times in that video. Pull the video up and look at the shit yourself. She tried to pull away from him. He said, no, not so quick, baby.
Well, my thing is, all his work, his Bishop Ellis, like, you listen to his sermons, he, had a lot of inspirational sermons and everything. For that one little mistake, it's just that's going to eliminate all his positivity that he done in the community. And that's the frustration comes.
It's not a small mistake. And you got to think, how many people has he done this to when
How
cameras
many
aren't
females he been
there?
messing
Well, I don't
with?
know. Well, yeah.
Like that's my thing. You seeing this one instance of this man doing this shit to a celebrity with cameras in a professional environment. Like, he is lucky it wasn't me, or because if it was me, he would have been in the casket next to Aretha. I don't tolerate that shit. What's mine is mine. If you put your hands on it, my nigga, I'm going to jail. Somebody getting 6 feet in a toe tag. I mean, that's fact. I'm not playing that.
I feel like this is how I feel. I feel while he shouldn't have did it, I feel like after the nigga apologized, that should be the end of that shit because we keep on.
I accept his apology, but somebody need to watch homeboy.
Niggas, I'm saying we keep doing this shit, and then it's almost like I said, we keep doing this shit, and instead of trying to rectify the problem, it's just the same shit about.
We can't rectify the problem if we ignore the problem with a simple apology. What are you gonna do moving forward?
I'm not ignoring. I'm just saying niggas in that church.
No, but what are we gonna do moving forward?
I guarantee you they had a conversation with that nigga.
What the fuck does a conversation do? We've been having conversations about police brutality for years. What the fuck is he gonna do?
I guarantee you that he ain't gonna be up on that pulpit this Sunday.
Okay, no, that's fine. But what is he gonna do moving forward? Is he gonna donate to any women's shelters? Is he gonna donate to any domestic abuse?
He gotta donate to a women's shelter. The nigga.
Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. When you say listen, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
That O'Shea kick it in, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you say rectify a situation, that means you made a mistake and now you're going to try to make it right. How are you going to make it right? If all you're going to do is say you sorry and not get in the pulpit for 6 months, my nigga, that ain't making shit right. If I robbed you...
Are we gonna get mad at T-Pain because a nigga forgot him and security guard left his gun in the motherfucking bed? Like, it's some just bullshit.
That's a whole different situation. He left listen, that's 2 different situations, my nigga. Leaving an inanimate object in a hotel where it can potentially be discovered by a child is one thing. But when you are physically assaulting a person on camera and all you do is apologize and we say, well, he apologized, he's sorry for it. That was that one simple mistake.
All right, Breezy, let me say this.
What are you going to do?
Okay, Breezy, let me say this. Bill Clinton was in there, right? I mean, I'm not saying you, but
Bill Clinton was skeeving like fuck. Look all you want.
A lot of people, listen, Breezy, this is the art of forgiveness. A lot of people forgave Bill Clinton when he was cheating on his wife, Hillary Clinton, and everything, and stuff in the White House. He locked up.
But that's a different situation.
Why did he need forgiveness for cheating on his wife? What he needed forgiveness was for stealing from us.
Hold on, I got this.
And locked up a lot. He signed a crime bill and locked up a lot of men on fallacious charges.
I got this.
But people in the black community respecting him still. So
okay,
saying,
I got this. I'll explain the difference.
Mistakes, bro.
No, well, that crime bill wasn't a mistake. That was done on purpose. Him sleeping with Monica Lewinsky was on purpose. But the difference is Monica was a consenting party. That's the difference. Monica got on her knees underneath that White House table and said, oh, baby, that's what she did. She consented to that. He didn't force her on her knees to suck him. He didn't push her down underneath his desk to suck him. She wanted to suck him. She wanted to feel what it felt like to have power in her mouth and unfortunately all over her dress, my nigga. Like, keep the shit 100. You're conflating 2 different fucking issues. And that's the problem in our community. We let niggas like this slide. So then when he sleep with your wife, your sister, your cousin, and all 3 of them going at each other's neck, and this nigga got the till going around because he need to pay for his new private jet. That's unacceptable. And if you know the good book, you're not even prayer's supposed to be in your fucking closet in your house and anywhere. Why the hell we going to some church and giving this nigga money for the book we could fucking read? I don't like shit like that. That bothers me. That fucking bothers me. I don't like the Catholic Church around here. They touching the priest touching children and they shifting these niggas around like Jenga blocks to new states and new cities to touch more children. And they won't let the states prosecute these niggas. That shit foul. It's foul as fuck, and I'm tired of niggas who take the name of the cloth and do sick shit with it and expect a fucking pass. And then when you bring the heat to them, they say, oh, I'm not done. God's still working on me yet. No, you've lost that privilege. You're a man of the cloth. I expect you to be 100% every fucking day when your feet touch the ground. Period. And if you have any flaws, you pray about that shit. And as far as Bill Clinton goes, the nigga was skeeving. Everybody saw that nigga skeeving. He was skeeving hard. He was skeeving, but he ain't touch her.
Nigga. Yeah.
Farrakhan was disgusted in her outfit, but he ain't touch her. Everybody else got on that stage, and not one of them other men touched her. the way this nigga touched her.
Well, let me ask this: what can he do to make his up apologies, or he should go to?
He offered an apology. Here's what he should do. He offered an apology. We accept your apology. Now, I think he, being a leader, should talk about the various ways you can accidentally touch somebody and how you need to be wary of those ways. Granted, I think it needs to be for both sexes. I don't think it should just be man on woman. It should be woman on woman, man on man, and man on woman, and vice versa. It should cover the whole gambit. Because him as a teacher to the people and supposed to teach people the right way, he should know the best ways to put your hand on a woman or put your hand on a man so you don't accidentally rub a nipple, grab a dick, grab an ass, you know, he should know that. His years of experience in the church should know that. You on a hands-on public fucking position, my nigga. Yeah, think about this shit.
Now,
that's why I said I would have eaten his ass.
I do agree with you on that, because in seminary school they do teach you that, hey, if you're a man and you want to pray and a woman wants you to pray for her, don't not lay hands on her. Have a woman lay hands on her and pray for her, or get someone that's very spiritually connected. Now that is true, self-control and discipline. But I was just saying, like, I do believe, like I said, it was wrong. I'm not condoning what he did. I'm just saying that it's this is for that situation. I just still think, like I said, it's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those things. She still can be forgiven. Let's just. Okay, he gave him. Let's just move on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because it's like niggas still talking about this shit days later.
Yeah,
this shit is.
But what frustrates me, like you say, you got liberals like Trevor Noah is really pushing this shit. Now it's getting, you know what I'm saying? Now it's getting kind of crazy.
I mean,
that's my issue.
That's my thing. Niggas don't know how to let shit go.
Right. But I had a question.
Worry about in our community.
It ain't like
because we ain't. Let's let her talk. We're gonna let Loopy talk.
Oh my bad. Yeah. That's all I had to say on it.
Just like if it was anybody else that had done it, if it was remove the pastor, remove the bishop title, if say somebody that we don't like, Trump, if it was Trump that had done what he did, would people be saying, just let it go, he apologized?
That should be on 24-hour news cycle, and we all knowing it. We all know it. Trump can't fucking sneeze without the news reporting on the shit.
Shit, he wasn't invited at none of the funerals in John McCain's funeral.
Exactly, and he's still shitting on John McCain, even though the nigga dead. Like, come on, let's keep the shit a buck. And my thing is this: I understand where y'all coming from. Yo, they are talking about it a lot, and the reason.
Go ahead, Breezy. I'm saying it's different when you got a fuck ass nigga that doing some shit. Just habitually doing it, like R. Kelly. It's no fucking reason.
Because you known for that.
Listen, R. Kelly's situation is different.
He's a pastor, he can't be held to the same standard. He's held to a lower standard.
No, but I'm saying if it came out, this nigga was feeling on everybody's booty in the choir stand. Then
R. Kelly's situation is different, though.
I'm just saying, if we found out,
if R. Kelly was out here groping bitches. Or groping women, excuse me.
Okay, we expect you.
It's unacceptable. But with the R. Kelly situation, a lot of the shit that R. Kelly got into, honestly, keeping it a buck, is the parents' fault. Because the parents are taking him to these concerts. The parents are sending these children to this man's house. The parents are bringing their children and leaving them along with him, knowing his relationship with Aaliyah, knowing the rumors that spread around Chicago. They know this shit.
But Bruce, shouldn't he still be taking responsibility? You can't.
He absolutely should. Listen,
fully blame the parent. Okay.
No. I'll explain. If I have a dog and I know my dog has a tendency to overeat, I'm gonna give my dog the proper amount of meals every time he needs to eat. I'm just not gonna sit the bag on the floor. If R. Kelly has a problem touching kids, then don't bring kids around R. Kelly. Period.
Okay.
Period. The man has a weakness for those who are underage. Whether it's a mental illness, a sickness, or he born that way, or however people want to slice this shit psychologically, because we ain't got time to go down that fucking rabbit hole. Don't bring children around this man. Period. Same thing with Michael Jackson when the rumors were going around with him. There were still women and men bringing their children to Michael Jackson. Hell, look at Justin Bieber. When Bieber was touring and he was 14 or 15 years old, you had grown women taking their panties off and throwing them on the stage. Them women shouldn't be there.
Busting it open.
They really were. Like, there's actual photos of his concert. There are photos of his at his concerts where the first 3 rows of women all take their shirts off.
Yep.
When he was a child. Like, there's some wild ass people out here that honestly don't need to be around other fucking people. But
so how y'all feel about Kevin Gates saying that Colin Kaepernick should have started, praying and doing the Muslim prayer instead of taking a knee?
But see, Kevin Gates don't know he wasn't doing that, so I don't know. I ignore Kevin Gates on that.
Wait a minute. He said so. He's saying so as a substitute instead of to kneel down for the flag, he should have prayed.
He should have said we kneel. He said, and I quote Kevin Gates because I'm Christian. He said we bow for no man but Allah.
Oh my God! Just ignore that. That was no.
Kevin Gates don't even know if that's what Colin Kaepernick was doing.
That's what I'm saying, though. I mean, that's
I fuck with Kevin.
The reason why because Kevin. I'm pretty sure Kevin Gates understood like the whole purpose of him kneeling is for police brutality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said he just prayed.
I mean, what's the Allah has to do with that, though? That's what I'm trying to.
No, he said it was a player in Denver who did a prayer instead of kneeling.
Oh.
I mean,
I don't think it's a big. Did he disrespect him because he didn't do it, or?
No, he just Kevin Gates looking for attention right now.
Okay.
And I fuck with Kevin Gates, but he fishing. He fishing in a pond that's ran empty. Ain't no damn fishing.
Well, they asked him.
Kevin Gates is fishing in the pond when ain't no damn fish in it.
Well, they asked him. Apparently, he said people were asking him on his comments what he felt about the Colin Kaepernick situation, during the fact that he was, misjudged, or he felt like he was misjudged in his case.
I don't know about being misjudged, but because he straight up fucking, fucking sweet chin music that one girl at his concert. And it's like, bro, you should have proper security. Like he kicked her dead in her chest. He could have made her fucking heart stop. How hard he kicked her in the chest. And it's like, my man, this girl is grabbing your dick. You ain't got good security. I know you got fans near this chick that you want to reach out and touch. But guess what? You may not that night. Because the same shit, I think it was with Beyonce, same shit happened. Yeah. She was at a concert and fans were trying to stick their fingers in her. Yeah, tried to stick their fingers up her hoo-ha, and she's like, get him out. So, I mean, unfortunately,
they just ran up on the stage with their asses. They ran up some nigga.
Yeah, they was bold with that.
I mean, Afro Man had the same problem. Some chick ran up on it, but Afro Man bipolar, and some chick ran up on the stage with him, and he just straight up cold cocked her. And again, proper security, you know what I mean? A lot of the issues these artists are having with fans could be solved with security, because here's what I'll say. You don't see this at country music festivals. You don't see this at Daft Punk and dubstep and all these other festivals. The only reason you see that shit in hip-hop is because you a celebrity, you a millionaire, and you're trying to nickel and dime on security when you're putting out music like that. In some cases where people want to try you. And it's like you're asking for trouble. You're asking for it.
Yeah.
But then again, in the case of the R&B niggas, they're like, I want to see who's the most thirsty. So I don't know. That might be a toss-up with that shit. But like, get proper security, people.
He was fighting in the club to one-on-one Black Nelson. Like, he played it, and niggas immediately got to fight.
Yeah. Oh boy, I can't stand hood shit. I have no patience for it no more. After I got out the hood, I can't stand this hood shit. I really can't. It's just
the mentality of the people, bro. Like, it's in the hood, niggas be I know you hate this, Breezy, but niggas be acting like they own the damn street. So you be riding down the street trying to get through past these niggas, but in the middle of the street.
I'll put this out here. I live in a decent, I would say, mixed community now, more white than black, and a little Hispanic sprinkle. There's more black folks moving where I live now. But even the white kids get on their bikes, and I would say they worse. The black kids will eventually move. These white kids, they ride their bikes, they skateboards in the middle of the damn street, and they don't move at all. And you could literally bump them with the car, and they won't fucking move. Because a lot of their parents are police officers. And it's like, get your ass out the street. And they just don't do it. In the hood, they gonna move eventually, or get out there. They may not get completed, but they'll move. Yeah. They'll be slow to do it. But like, damn, Billy don't move at all. Billy's like, you won't hit me, like motherfucker.
I'll sue your ass,
bruh.
That's an entitlement. Like if you ever walk with a white person, they don't look like majority of the time I've done it. They don't look before they cross the street, like at lights and stuff. And I'm like,
hit me, bitch, hit me.
In Memphis, he walking and I'm looking. I'm like, why you walking without looking?
Right. It's just it's crazy.
It was taught at an early age. Look both ways.
Right, don't early look both ways before you cross the street. Don't stay out for the park or to the park like a bunch of shit. They don't give a fuck. A lot of them just don't give a fuck, and it's just because they live in this world for themselves where they just super oblivious to shit and rules. And it's like that shit cracked me up because it's like, man,
it should do be hilarious to be.
You lucky your father. It's like you lucky your
like they live in a good neighborhood and these niggas because I used to like live in the suburbs, so they be doing shit like getting drugs from the hood and just smoking they shit in the suburbs. This shit's hilarious to me. He was like, we'll smoke your shit, but we ain't gonna live with you niggas.
Right? They still do that shit. Now I remember I was walking down the street once, get my cardio in, and I had two cars. One was a car full of white chicks, and one was two white dudes asked me if I had weed. And I'm like, I'm like the only nigga y'all saw for miles. What are the chances of me having weed on me in this hot ass sun? And I got basketball shirts on. I got a basketball pants on and a wife beater. Walk and get my cardio in. You really think I got weed on me?
Well, see, that was a problem. You got a wife beater on some basketball.
Nigga, I'm jogging. I'm jogging in the hot ass Florida sun, midday. What dope boy jogging some damn well?
But like, why you jogging at the hottest point of the day? That looks suspect.
Yeah, that's kind of dangerous.
Well, nah, first off, it was December. It's cooler in December. I ain't doing that shit in the summer. It was December. Florida winters is like 60. Perfect.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. You can do whatever. So it was December when I was doing that shit. You don't do my man, bruh. They doing it again, bruh. They running out here in the summer, bruh. Everybody look like lobsters down here. It's like, bruh, you don't understand the heat. Like, it's hot and y'all running. It's like, what are you running for? And then the humidity is up because we got all these tropical storms off the coast. It's like you running, you sweating, and you can't even sweat efficiently because the sweat just sticking to you because it ain't cold enough or hot enough to evaporate to cool you. Like, what are you doing? Like, you trying to pass out in just a puddle. Like, my fuck.
They trying to get some melanin. They think if they stay in the sun long enough, they get some melanin.
They'll get some skin cancer. That's what they gonna get. Get your ass out the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that Florida sun don't play.
Type of atmosphere, man. Y'all.
Nah, Florida heat don't play that shit. Cause you're like, oh man, I'm in California. I'm in California.
I don't know how y'all do it, dog. I'm just outside playing catch. I was like, damn, nigga, let me get back in the AC. Woo.
Yeah, it's the same way in St. Louis and D-Town.
But it get hot here in Michigan sometimes too.
The humidity be killing us here because we be getting once we get the storm, it's like the motherfucking wave. We get the tail end of that shit. The rain come from up north, down south, east or west. Niggas gonna catch that shit eventually.
Man, fuck the feeling of the St. Louis humidity. What gets me with the St. Louis humidity is I got my hair all looking like patted down, and then 5 minutes out here, and it's like fuzzy ass locks. That's what kills me with the St. Louis humidity.
Yeah, no.
Walk outside, nigga. I put some lotion on, right? And I walk out, my shit dry as fuck. Like I'm like, I just put half the goddamn bottle of lotion on. Nigga, goddamn.
Yeah, it be like that, man.
Hey, it was this chick that came to the house canvassing in the motherfucking 105-degree heat. And she was thick. And she had a motherfucking little zoot suit on.
A little zoot suit.
She had some booty shorts on and a tank top. And she was sticking there. Calm down, Link. Goddamn. Link got excited.
You know, I like
Link's like, oh, we gotta give her the Lord's Prayer.
He clutched his Bible quick. So as I say it, and she come up to the door talking about, are you registered to vote? I'm like, what the fuck? With a clipboard. I'm like, what the fuck? At first I thought she was going. But
is this the ass or titty survey?
Wait a minute, Kill. You was like, are you in this county in a boat?
No, because she walking around, because, I don't judge women off of what they got going on, but I saw her walk to every other. I'm like, is she lost? Or what the fuck is going on?
Oh, my God.
I said, nigga told her to come through, and she on the motherfucking bus. I'm like, nigga, y'all niggas, niggas ain't shit, because it's like, at least send the Uber.
Right. She on the bus? Wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean,
it don't work that way. People that have you canvassing, you have to be a canvasser to understand. When they have you canvassing, they don't give 10 shits about you.
How you get? Shit, fuck that. I ain't finna be asking niggas for their personal information and you drop it.
Hell no, I couldn't work doing that sensitive. Fuck that.
I mean, if I had to, I would. No, I ain't humiliating. Yeah, I mean, shit, no.
To me, it is. I mean, because niggas can slam the door in your damn face. Like, I don't.
That's cool.
I know I did that to some Jehovah's Witnesses once.
See,
boy, they roll up to your shit, boy. They came to my door. I was like,
we told the same two couple. We're like, yo, we ain't in that shit.
On the porch, you try to talk to them, they niggas straight up ignore you, act like they ain't there. 5 cars in the driveway, niggas ain't opening the door, and you know they in outside the house. So no.
Yeah.
That shit. That door-to-door shit.
I had to tell somebody I knew. They kept on trying to get me to sign up. I'm like, yo, bro. Like, we both Christian. I mean, y'all just go to a different church. That's all. Like,
Nah. My question is, if only like 1,000 of certain people supposed to get into heaven or some shit like that. Like, why are you trying to add more people and take away your chance to get into heaven? So why are you trying to bring people in if you feel that it's so limited? There are limited spots.
Listen, that makes too much. That makes too much sense. Don't worry about that. Just put the money in the deal.
Look, we are not trying to piss off the J-Dubs. We're not trying to piss off the J-Dubs. This is all in just because we're just trying to get some clarity.
Damn, she brought up a good ass point though. Yes.
That makes too much sense. I got kicked out of church for asking questions. That's okay.
You did, Breezy?
I got kicked out of church. I got kicked out of church, and I got beat before in church.
What kind of questions you asking, Breezy?
Because I'm like,
just ask.
If God made everything, why we got to give you money for God?
Nigga,
can He make more money?
You give it from your heart, Breezy.
Yeah, but why? Why should I give from my heart? God knows I love Him already.
God knows you love Him. He don't need your money though. So
there you go. Why do I need to give you money? And why do I need to pray? He knows how much I love Him and how much I worship Him. He should already know what I'm thinking before I think it.
If you want the lights on, if you want, you know what I'm saying, the bills.
My lights on at my house.
No, he's talking about the upkeep of the church that you come here.
Why don't God just give you free electricity? He made everything.
It doesn't work like that.
Why doesn't it? He made everything.
Yo, he can go on and on. Why you
I know.
Into other news.
He got so mad with me.
Other news. So Safari, got.
Oh God, here we go.
Nikki
we still talking about.
Hey, Nikki raked this nigga through the coals, but apparently he got a dildo deal. So for all the ladies out there, if you want to go pre-order this,
don't nobody want his lame ass, ugly ass, curvy ass, ugly ass dick. Okay.
Damn.
Dang, she just went in on Safari.
Double ugly and curvy.
Oh.
Curvy hurts.
Double ugly and curvy.
Well, all the girls on the other podcast.
She said his dick is making a U-turn. Pause.
Hey.
Dick out here looking like right angles.
I know Nikki somewhere kicking the damn door.
Why?
Because she made this nigga, man.
This Nikki don't care.
Everybody now get to experience shit dick. Okay? Now everybody gets to know that he got the shit dick.
Oh, God.
Oh, I think it's gonna sell out.
All the shitty assholes have that super curvy dick. That's how I know he got that ugly ass, curvy ass, deep ass, painful ass dick.
Wow, I mean, next topic.
Yeah,
this thing is so sorry, bro. Stop. Oh man.
Damn. Yeah. I mean,
shut that shit down.
That explains why his hairline tried to get away.
Breezy, you went in on.
Hey, so wait a minute, hold on. BioWare is making fun of Spider-Man Puddlegate controversy.
It's not controversy, man. Come on. Come on, man. It's just
BioWare don't need to say shit with their goddamn Mass Effect, whatever the fuck.
Andromeda, which they had the B team do, and half of that team got fired.
Oh, hold on. Breezy gonna love this too.
Oh boy.
Monster Hunter World got nude mods.
No, why would I love that? I don't care. Why do I need to look at virtual titties when I can just grab my girl's titties?
I mean, it's your world, Breezy.
Yeah, it's my world, but I don't care about them nude mods for Monster Hunter World. Oh, I like the armor. The armors in Monster Hunter World are legit. The armors are legit. Even the chick armors are banging. Like, you gotta be hella desperate to watch your character run around naked in a world full of dinosaurs whacking shit.
And then I kind of like that in Conan Exiles. Like, I got that making my character. I didn't have to put no top on. I was like, ooh, free.
I mean, yeah, you gotta get that tan even. But I don't know. I mean, there are better games that have a nude mod in that make more sense. But whatever.
Can we talk about Yakuza actually selling out here in 2018?
They would have sold out before, but fucking Sega.
Sega, you know.
Sega didn't want to pay for the translating of the game, which they didn't have to. They could just put subtitles on it.
Sega just got their hands back on straight. Sonic Mania came out. They said, okay, well, we got to do Shenmue because these niggas losing their mind. Like, Sega is getting close to making us not forget that they was on that fuck shit a couple years ago. But, you know, I'm proud of Sega.
Sega's coming. Somebody got to take Konami's slot, so why not Sega?
I mean,
Sega.
Yeah. I love that fucking logo. That shit, man.
Yes, bro. Every
that
time
was my
you
jam.
put the game cartridge in, you like, yes, it's about to be a good thrill.
Yeah.
Hey, but the only thing about the Sega thing is you had to make sure the goddamn TV was turned down in the middle of the night, because otherwise niggas waking up, slapping your, drop kicking your ass in the face. What else is going on, man? I mean, the Predator finna come out, but
who the fuck is?
I don't know, man. Shit, ain't shit going on, man. For real. What's going on with y'all before we get up out of here? Like, I mean, well, we know what's going on with anyway. I'm the only nigga sleeping alone. Breezy got his girl, and Link got.
Nigga, why you making that sound depressing as shit?
Because he fucked himself over.
Man, Breezy over there got his girl, and Link doing his thing, and Loopy doing like, bruh, what you doing?
Wait, Loopy, what?
Put some excitement.
Well, the way Killzown was talking, you got somebody you gonna go kick it with after the show or whatever. He talking all sad and shit.
I'm drunk, nigga.
You drunk? You always drinking, nigga. What you drinking?
You drunk,
dude? How you get drunk off of wine? Oh no, you doing that Long Island? Never mind. Why did you fuck with the Long Island when you drink wine?
Because I wanted to get loose.
I can't stand wine.
But why would you fuck with the Long Island that got multiple like hard liquor in it? Like when you drink wine.
I'm off tomorrow, shit. Anyway, no, I'm good. It's all good. I'm good. I just start feeling that damn wine. Not that damn wine, that damn tea. Start feeling that shit.
You too tall and big to like get tipsy this fast.
He been eating the whole damn show. He been eating and drinking. Hold on, let me catch her. We gonna talk about this
topic. Eating is supposed to slow down getting tipsy or drunk.
I don't know. It seems like
that's worse.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah. Well, then I did have 2 Alka-Seltzers earlier, and I had a monster.
2 Alka-Seltzers and a monster.
Oh yeah. Nigga, I had to go get this motherfucking paper, nigga. I ain't got shit else to do but do this shit in
Homeboy's making the perfect storm in his stomach.
No, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm good.
You straight for now, but 2 hours later, it was a mistake.
No, it's been it's been hours. I had me a good little shit before I got on the podcast, so I'm cool.
I bet.
Wow.
Bro.
I mean, it would be nice to hold something right now, but you know, it's gonna be all right.
Bro, you can fix that.
You
Go to club.
for real?
This nigga has so much confidence.
Go club.
I ain't finna go to the goddamn club, nigga. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hoes ask me to pay for some damn. I'm sick of these hoes.
And don't date the hoes.
This is the equivalent of someone shooting themselves in the foot and then just sitting there asking why they have a bullet in their foot.
Ain't nobody shooting themselves in the foot. I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Listen, don't date the hoes. We done been over this. Leave the hoes where they are.
No. I'm not even on dating.
Nah. Send them the hoes.
Kills, you be giving me speeches and advice, bro. Stay away from them. And don't deal with them.
Wait, so Killzown, you back on the hoes now?
No, I ain't back on the hoes.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm actually like in the middle of getting myself together. I'm just saying. I'm off the shit right now, so I'm a little in my feelings. But it's all good. And
like when you gonna get out of your feelings, though? Because this is a long journey.
Oh, I mean, you know.
Damn. Holy shit. That's mean. Very mean. She called your shit the fucking Lord of the Rings trilogy, bro. Like, fuck.
When Kiki tell me that she love me, then you know.
Man, fuck that time.
That shit ain't. That's.
I'm not finna listen. Listen, man.
Hey, Breezy, your girlfriend is back doing her bullshit again.
My nigga, if you talking about twerking, I swear to God. I don't like them girls. I don't like them girls.
Wait. Somebody just sent me the. No, she just sent me the video. No, she didn't send me the video. Somebody sent me the video. Wait a minute. Why my nephew on her watching this shit? No!
I'm not trying to hear nothing about twerk team ever again.
Who listened, dog? How many people got in the chat, bro?
Is a soccer game going on right now? Why is he screaming goal?
Because it's a tipsy giant. That's why.
Oh my God, bro.
My nephew following this bitch.
Well, this what happened when you post in public. Now he get to see what you like when you tipsy and you reminiscing. You reminiscing over your whole chronicles.
Whoa.
This dude cannot
put this on private, dog.
Welcome to the whole chronicles of Killzone Jones.
Oh shit!
Well, DJKillzown, you knew this was gonna be a matter of time. You've been on public posts, you've been on O'Shea Do Jackson's interview channel, so I mean, shit.
It was the 2nd of September. She was wearing a red dress. This hoe.
No, I'm tired. When they start hopping in my inbox, I was done with the whole. Like,
they hopping in your inbox.
Yeah, they wanted a big-headed giant.
No, they asked me for money.
Oh.
Like, okay, let me show you.
Ain't nothing wrong with getting them a Happy Meal every now and again.
No, fuck that.
I budget like a motherfucker when it comes to hoes. He'll tell you that. I budget like hell.
No, Breezy. I'm a pimp. I am not paying for sex.
Just.
Nigga, you always... Nigga, really?
Just.
You really? Really? You ever took a chick to a movie? You ever bought a chick something to eat?
No. We're not finna have that conversation because the thing about it, no, what I'm saying is this: if you can't talk to a woman and she can't be naturally attracted to you, and you got, I'm not saying that I ain't never got my trick on, because you know, I mean, I've been to a strip club, whatever, a couple times, but the point
that is one place I will not spend money.
No, I mean, you know, niggas have birthdays and The wings is good every night. It's cool. And
You eat, bro? You can't be serious. You eating wings out of a strip club, my nigga? Look, bro.
They say they be
having
the best food.
Bro. I'm not eating no wings out of no strip club.
Yeah.
No.
Nigga, they got a bistro. The
She
nigga
on the
sent me
stage, flinging her ass, sweating her head, her titties
You don't
everywhere.
eat. You don't. No. You do not eat the wings by the stage.
You think sweat can't travel?
That's nasty.
I'm saying if the stage is 10 feet away from the bar where I'm eating.
You think sweat can't travel?
No, but you act like the bitch gonna just spiders.
If she got a weave in and she whipping her hair back and forth and all that other extra shit, she climbing to the top and spinning around.
Nigga, go eat it by the.
I'm not gonna eat shit in a strip club.
Man, Breezy, paranoid as fuck.
I'm not paranoid. This is nasty. What we eat in the strip club?
Chris said they got.
That's like saying you ever took a shit in a public bathroom?
It's the best thing in the world. Only thing I'm missing this nigga's a PlayStation and I'm good to go. Shit.
Oh hell no. Oh hell no. No, he didn't.
No, that's amazing.
Saying he eating wings in the strip club and all he need is a plate. Oh hell no. Oh no, player. Oh, no.
I can see a bar though. I can see at a bar.
Bar wings is cool, but like nah.
It's sex in the air.
Nah, because you got the. Oh hell no.
I don't even look. I'm saying I sit over at a table or whatever, far away from the stage at the bar. That's far away from the stage. I eat, and I go and I sit down.
Hey, Killzown. It be some coochie juice in your freaking food.
Oh God! Oh no!
Like you.
No.
We don't kidnap Breezy and take this nigga.
No, oh fuck no! I don't need to be eating these wings, wondering why they a little tangy today. No.
They got the nigga in the back. The nigga in the back is cooking.
My nigga, you ain't nothing you can say convince me to eat wings out of a strip joint. Ain't nothing you can say.
I live.
Ain't nothing you can say. I will bring some wings into the strip joint, but I'm not eating wings in the strip joint.
Oh my God, Breezy, come on, damn.
No.
Hey, can't everybody like booty wings? Everybody cannot like booty wings.
It's not booty wings.
Nah. Homegirl up there twerking and they throwing the wings off her ass cheek as they fall in the grease. No.
No, they got
I can't do it.
Wait a minute, Onyx sent me they thing. They got a bistro Sunday dinner up in the goddamn.
That's just short for ass. No.
No, they got real plates.
This
shit was dog. No, the food. No, I went when I went.
My plate smell like diamond. She working today? Like no.
Anyway.
No.
Sunshine.
No, but all I'm saying is this, man. If you can't get it out, if you can't get a woman out of the mud, I mean, it's cool if you want to get if you feeling yourself, or it's a special occasion, or you don't know nobody that's down for like a threesome or shit. Like, go to Vegas or somewhere like we said last episode, and get your swerve on and do your thing. But niggas
and
out
don't
here,
eat the wings at the strip club.
Niggas out here,
take the bitch to Fridays.
Niggas out here. They hold dick off and just saying here because I'm worthless. Yeah.
What?
I don't think dudes are doing that, but okay, bro.
No, I'm just saying, man, niggas out here tricking their whole
niggas ain't got detachable dicks.
You know what? I'm just saying, niggas out here, I can see if you super duper rich or if you like truck driver or some shit like. No, I'm saying niggas need to quit the tricking, like, because this shit is getting out of hand.
What the man tricking got to do with you?
Let me see here real quick.
This is called deflecting.
For real?
No,
oh my Lord. Wait a minute, but Killzown, weren't you encouraging the tricking, bro?
No, I was saying for the niggas who they felt like the world was finna end if they didn't get no pussy, and they
we back to this shit again. Oh God.
But like, why does it matter that you don't want them out there hoeing? Like, if they want to be out there hoeing or sending or doing what they want to do, let them do
because
it.
Because kids don't care about the community.
Yeah, because we losing our good brothers because they out here going out here whooping bitches.
Okay, but you ain't got to convince nobody. You tell them how it is, and if they accept it, they accept it. If they don't, fuck them.
No, we gotta beat these niggas.
We gotta build people up.
You gotta beat niggas in the shape.
We gotta put hands on these niggas because otherwise you gonna have them motherfuckers roping bitches in the damn.
But they gotta want to change. They gotta want to change. If they don't want to change, then ain't nothing you gonna say is gonna change anything they're doing.
Facts.
That is kind of true, but you can at least be the influence, though. I guess.
And the first thing I want to change is I want to put a ban on wings and strip clubs.
Oh my god!
Or any type of eating in the strip, because nigga, that's some foul shit. I can't,
nasty, though.
Bro. Bro, I done seen some of these girls in these strip clubs, bro. And I'm like, I know you took a shower when you got to work today. Like, I can't. Like, I ain't mad at her profession. I'm mad at the dude who decided to put food in this profession. Like, my man, like, no.
Breezy strip club. Eat before you come. You nasty.
Facts. If I ran a strip club, it'd be the cleanest strip joint ever. I have an arcade room. We'd have games. You have the chicks
wash your hands.
But there would be facts. I would have a black light as soon as you came in that bitch. Like, nah, your hands green. What you been doing? Hit the bathroom. Wash yourself. Like, bruh, nah, you can't. Nah, play with himself. Like, nah, bruh.
Oh god.
You coming in here with white lotion on your hands and the lotion in the bathroom is pink, nigga. Like, what you doing? Like, come on. Like, no.
Hey, Breeze, you gotta get over your damn strip club phobia. It's not that damn bad.
Yeah, I ain't gotta listen. I'll go to a strip club. I'm just not eating nothing in that strip club.
No, go on, get you.
Nah, nigga. We'll be right back here next week saying I done got Ghana herphosyphilis from the hot wings. Like, no.
No, it ain't that bad. I didn't look.
It ain't that bad. What happened before?
No, I'm telling you, it ain't bad. Like one time they put too much damn hot sauce on my hot sauce lemon pepper wings. But
how you know it's hot sauce?
And what? I saw them niggas out. Bottoms up in Big Little Kitchen is like you can see into the kitchen and see them cook.
The only place that should be called Bottoms Up is a bar.
That's the name of the strip club.
No.
And then we got Onyx, and that's where all the whole. But I'm saying this is my thing. Don't if a nigga want to trick, let him trick on his own accord, ladies. Don't jump up in a nigga inbox talking about this girl asked me, am I interested in buying her video?
No.
Get on board. Yeah, like what the fuck?
Oh, her again?
Well, she can't market.
No, not her.
She can't market.
No,
don't add. You can say no, but she can offer.
No. This was wrong with you niggas. That's why we gotta start putting that Beatz.
I want the same passion. I want you to have the same passion when McDonald's be marketing them Big Macs and shit. They don't look nothing like the commercials when I buy them.
No, I'm just saying, don't hit me. Don't hit me up.
Cause that's false advertising, my nigga. I know y'all be using that fake shit. That Big Mac ain't like that.
No.
Got my whole shit sliding in the little square cheese.
Wait.
It's
okay for you to hit a girl up in her DMs and shoot your shot, but it's not okay for a girl to market some things that she got going on, whether it's her body or not.
That's different because if we and you DM each other and we trying to talk to each other, get to know each other, and then fuck around, do what we gonna do. That's cool. But don't
not at first. Dudes just hop in the DMs and be like, "What's up, baby?" And it's like, "Do I know you? I got this dude from a whole other country on Instagram and won't leave me the fuck alone. I had to block. Well, how you doing, sweetie? Hello, sweetie. What's up? What the fuck? I'm not your sweetie." So if dudes can shoot they shot, how come she can't market?
It sounds like Killzown just mad at chick is hitting him up with the DMs like, "Hey, my new video's out, $4.99.
No,
go buy that shit."
Yeah,
I wonder if she wasn't trying to get you to buy it. She's trying to get you to fuck if you be saying no.
He'd be like, I'm game.
That's different. But you can't just, no, I'm saying if a nigga is out
how much? Wait. How much is the video so we know the price accordingly? How much is the video?
I don't know, but
we'll go look that shit up. We'll tell her that she's charging too much.
No,
you need to have a special so you can be convinced to buy it.
No, I ain't finna buy no goddamn video, and
she ain't got a 2-for-1 video.
No, what the fuck am I buying a video for?
How do you know she's not that special?
No, we just had a conversation. Listen, wait, watch this, Link, watch this shit. I'm finna blow your mind. Right. She a black chick, right? Killzone?
Yeah.
We supposed to be supporting black businesses.
No. Trickers is out here tricking so goddamn much. to the point where these hustlers is on here bold, crazy.
That is foul as hell. You cannot use that.
Oh, absolutely, I can. I absolutely can. She's a black independent business owner that is taking the body she's given and using it as a commodity to pay her rent. That's the same shit the stripper doing.
These niggas, no, this is the difference between that. I'm choosing to go to the strip club,
and she's choosing to market to you, and you're choosing not to buy.
It's these niggas out here tricking so much, out here buying the $4.99, $9.99.
So now you criticizing them for giving them money to make a living?
No, because back in the day,
you dropped $20,000 on a chick in a strip club to pay $5 for a fucking video line. Oh shit!
No. Niggas need to quit tricking. Period. Because it's like it's
bitches can't even make a living no more.
No, they can't. It's a shame.
No, it's a lot of rich white men out here that's got hella paper.
This young, intelligent black woman realized that her body is a God's gift and she wants to market it and capitalize on it. And this black brother will not support her.
Look, don't bring it over.
Damn. How far the black community has slid. We won't support the sisters who are trying to be independent business owners.
But like for real, if I do it works.
Yo, I'm
clowning. If I slide into your inbox with it works, would you have
different.
the same response?
No,
it ain't. No, it ain't.
Well, I can see why he's saying it's different. Because if y'all gonna fuck, y'all gonna physically hook up to fuck with. Was this is just a video.
Yes, or
so you rather her want to be paid to fuck?
No,
pay to watch it.
My nigga, you always paying for ass, and I'm not saying like you pay hard cash, but you gonna pay whether you Uber the bitch to your house, you buy her something to eat, you buy her something to drink. She use your electricity or shot. Unless you meet the bitch in the forest and fuck her on a fucking meadow somewhere, you paying that.
I'm eating 9 times out of 10. I'm eating if she eating, I'm eating. If we
so you buy her meal or she buy her own meal?
I mean, most
times. If you say you buy her meal, you paying.
Never bought a girl a meal.
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying sometimes I do, sometimes they do, sometimes we go this, sometimes.
So you like minimalistic tricking. You don't like full blown tricking.
Because it's just like this. If I go and buy some ass, right, and it's whack, do I get a refund?
No.
If I buy a girl,
hold on, wait.
A meal after we did,
if she has sex with you and you let her know, hey, that wasn't that great, can I get a free redo? She might say, yeah, if you give her a good review. Porn stars got to get review on their head game and shit. They watch their shit like they in the NFL. I got to watch this tape, y'all. No. I got a dick sucking competition on Sunday, and that bitch, Lacey Duvall, is kicking my ass right now. Look at her. She could just take the whole dick. Look at that bitch. She ain't even breathe. Them porn stars be reviewing their tapes and shit, bro.
True.
No, but see, this is my thing.
This is
my thing.
This is crazy.
If a nigga wanna,
it's like they in the NFL.
No, I'm just saying, like this is my thing.
Bro, I'm dead ass serious.
If a nigga
bro,
wanna get his trick on,
that shit diligently.
If a nigga want to get his trick on, he should have the. He should make the.
Okay, Killzown. Let me say this. Remember a while back? We was on O'Shea vlogcast. And he interviewed this SO nigga. This nigga said he hated going to the strip club, but he do want to experience a good time with a woman. What advice would you give him first to start off with?
Hit the bitch with the John Madden. Boom! Perfect pass play right there.
I'm saying, like,
besides this, men gotta start.
Men, like, okay, I was riding with my brother. Shout out Cooley Bros King yesterday.
Oh fuck!
It was some girls that was outside. Hold on. It was some girls that was outside twerking, right? So he rolls the window down and goes,
just randomly outside. Wait. Back up. There was girls outside randomly twerking. Nick, you at Safari?
That don't make no sense.
What are you driving around when you see random girls twerking?
Wait a minute.
We was out in U City, in between U City and Clayton. So this is like.
Wait, what?
What's
anybody twerking between U City and Clayton?
It was at Jilly's cupcake bar. These girls was walking out the cupcake bar, and they one of them was in the car, had the Beatz bumping, and the girls started twerking. So my brother rolls the window down and goes, "Hey, turn up!" And they stopped. They had stopped twerking, but he's like, "Hey, turn up, fuck it up." And they
God, bro!
And we hit the corner, and they still was twerking.
Homeboy, yo.
Yeah,
What does that got to do with the question?
He should have played it. So you should have walked up to like, hey,
no,
see how you twerking, but your left cheek ain't keeping up with your right cheek. You're gonna have to work on that. And if you come back to my studio, I can show you some tapes.
Let me finish. So we get to the Qdoba, right? The chick that's making our meal, he's macking on her just off of, like he said, he asked, like the girl asked him what he wanted his burrito bowl. He said, if you love me, you'll give me some extra cheese, extra whatever. You love me if you'll do it. He's like, so she starts smiling. The key to, and I say all that is, the key to getting any woman is to talk up. A lot of these niggas is so scared of being rejected that they don't want to start. The reason why I talk to women is I'm not afraid to talk up. I'm not afraid to shoot my shot, because if I shoot my shot in this brick, it's a million other women out there, to go and talk to on a daily basis. And you can try to talk to her, you gonna brick most of the time. Women, they can just shoot their shot and they got 99%, 90% scoring on the goddamn free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 90% on the goddamn half court. The thing is, niggas don't have all that. Like, it's certain niggas that off the rip, if they depend on how they look. If they
guess what? If you know your talking game is shit, you shouldn't be trying to talk to her that way in the first place. If you some fucking cornball.
No,
I'm still stuck on her smiling off of what he said.
I do believe.
Well, she was probably simple as fuck. Don't get mad at the baby.
I do believe once you still try though, you still like that's a numbers game.
Yeah, you should still try. Listen, I agree.
It's a slim chance. It's a slim chance. It's kind of hard though. Like, think about it. Like, how too many girls are gonna? It's kind of hard to find a woman that's into a dude that just likes anime, that likes shit outside the box.
But guess what? You know where you found that? You know where you find that type of girl that likes anime? Like, there you go. You got no reason going to fucking Bike Week saying, you like Naruto? Nigga, you at Bike Week. You better be in the motorcycles, Harley Davidson, chocolates and shit.
But the same dudes that be looking for those girls be the same dudes that be like, nah. When they get them.
Not really, though.
Some of them.
Some of them really want that, but then again, the women has the ability to choose. Y'all can easily say, "Nah, nigga, I don't want to fuck with you," and keep it moving. While the nigga like, "Damn, I gotta get my game, I gotta get my money up." A woman can have nothing going for herself.
Well, it depends. It depends. Wait, it depends on the type of girl you're chasing, though. Because if you're chasing a high maintenance chick that wants that type of shit, you'll know she's high maintenance when you looking at her. You're right. You're gonna have to get your money up. You're gonna have your talking game straight. You're gonna have to lace this bitch in the finest linens and shit from Egypt that are like 10,000.
Why can't she lace her own self in the finest fucking
linens?
That's
what I'm just saying.
But a girl like that, a girl. Hold on.
Exactly.
A girl like. See, this is the thing. G-Eazy is talking about girls who, in my opinion,
no, I'm not talking. I'm talking about women in general. I'm talking about women.
Listen, you can't generalize like that.
No. What I'm saying, man, I am, because it could be. It don't matter how ugly the girl is. It don't matter how beautiful the girl is. The girl can choose. It's some nigga out there right now that will, if he had the opportunity to go and get at Honey Boo Boo Mama when she was.
I mean, listen. If you're saying women have more choice when it comes to partners than men, I would say that's a fair statement.
That's what I'm saying.
However, when you say
I'm saying because I've dated women who were into the hobbies and the lifestyle that we into and things.
Were they really though?
Yeah.
Are you sure they were though?
Yeah, but see, the thing about it is, you gotta know this thing about it is you gotta know yourself, and then you also gotta be secure in yourself, and you also gotta be honest when you get in these relationships. Are you ready to handle your business as far as a relationship? Because now you got a lot of niggas go into the relationship, and they got to be honest. Like, you can't be sitting up here lying to these women. You gotta keep it 100. And they lie they play like Central P made a video about
my nigga. When you meet a person, okay.
Central P made a video about about niggas like this. He said that niggas really are playing to be boyfriends. Like, they'll put a good show on just so they can sleep with a woman.
But isn't that, oh my fucking God, my dude. It's called make a good first impression. If you walk up to a girl and say, I bite my nails and I don't like to have a clean room and I don't keep my car maintenance up and I got credit card debt, I'm $20,000 in credit card debt. If you say this to a woman when you first meet her, one, she's going to be like, the fuck? And two, she's going to be like, I ain't fucking with you like that.
I mean,
yes, that's true. If a chick walk up and then you say, if a chick walk up to you,
don't never, no.
You don't when you say, you cannot say.
No, you can't. What I'm saying, being honest, is when I'm talking about niggas lying, I'm not talking about that shit because you can rectify all that shit you just talking about. I'm talking about the shit you can't rectify, like actually having feelings. Like you just can't easily just a word ain't gonna rectify like your feelings.
Okay, niggas is players, but so are chicks, my nigga. There are players on both sides of the fences.
This is
those high maintenance women.
That's playing. That's playing. When you go to a chick and you met that bitch and you know she only met her. I hate to keep running this bitch. But anyway, you met this chick 48 hours later to me, I love you. I'm like, no, you don't. You just met her. And if she's foolish enough to believe you, she playing the game with you. She know you a sucker. A chick like this. Listen, there are two types of chicks. There's the predatory chick and then there's the average chick. Most chicks are average chicks. But the predatory chicks, she see the lame nigga coming from a mile away. She'll, in fact, even approach this dude. Or she'll give him that eye contact and them signs to come over knowing she finna get money out of this dude. She already knows. She already has a game plan. She knows she need her nails done. She knows she need her rent paid. She knows she want that new Louis Vuitton purse. And she gonna have many different niggas fitting her lifestyle until she can get that one nigga who will do it all. And the problem is you got a lot of dudes who fall trapped to that woman. And they try to use that one woman as a fucking huge paintbrush stroke to paint all women. And that's not how that shit goes. And it's the same on the opposite side. You'll get a good girl, an average girl, and a nigga who's a player will have a down day. And he'll be like, you know what? I wanted to smash that 10, but you know what? I'm at Burger King right now, and this 3 out of 10 is looking good. So I'm going to play her a bit, get my dick wet, and drop her until I can get back on my game. And that's how this shit go. This is how that shit go. And unfortunately, that's just what it is. Like, there's no getting around that, my dude. And if you're talking about honesty, nobody's ever honest the first time you meet them. You're never honest on a job application. I do my job in an orderly time. I only work 30 minutes early. Nobody does that.
I disagree with you there, Breezy, because I don't know how not to be fucking honest. It's a lot of work mentally for me to not be honest.
Honesty in terms of, here's an example. Somebody say, yo, can I borrow $5? You say, no, I ain't got it.
I just say, no, I don't want to give it to you.
I mean, I respect that.
Well, you're a different cut. You're a different cut. And like I said, it's different spectrums to this rainbow, but it's just people like to do wide paintbrushes because it's hard for people to be 100% honest 100% of the time, because if everybody was 100% honest 100% of the time, the fabric of society, as we know, we fall apart.
Well, the thing is, too, Breezy, too, like, you know, people kill you for the truth, and then, too, it's a prideful thing. Like, people, pride get in the way. So, you know, a lot of people portray themselves that they are not to impress others. But yeah, I get what you're saying, though. That's
because I mean, if you get a guy,
I mean, like prime example, it's a nigga. I'm gonna say his name. It was a nigga. He you know, he needed some money, whatever. And he said he was gonna pay me back on that day. So I was like, okay, nigga. So I gave him the money, and that day comes, it's an excuse, or he doesn't show up, he doesn't answer his phone. And then
but that nigga got the new Jordans.
Then have the audacity to ask me for more money. I'm looking like, at the end of the day, bro, if you're struggling and everything, I understand that there's nothing wrong with that. If you need help, cool, I help you out. But be honest with me. You should at least say, hey, Ronnie, let me get this money. I won't be able to pay you back, but can you still give me this money? That's cool then. So I'm not expecting nothing in return. But don't tell me that you're going to pay me back, and then I'll be looking forward to that day, and then you get upset when I confront you on that day. That's how niggas be. That's why, you know what I'm saying, I don't be giving away money to niggas, and people be stingy with their money because shit like that.
You got to be picky and choosing who you do favors for and who you open up to and shit like that. You just can't run it to anybody, because I mean, some of these dudes you see, they'll go so far down into the rabbit hole. They'll be like, well, women are the biggest liars. And you be like, well, why? Well, because they all wear makeup. Their lips ain't really that red. Their hair ain't really that color. And it's like, oh my God, my dude, she wants to look pretty. Like, nigga, you can put the makeup on too and look pretty. Like, it's.
But why is it the makeup that makes her pretty?
For a lot of these dudes who feel the way Killzown talking about, they think
those ain't real dudes. Those are
they
like lame ass, trash ass dudes. So.
Exactly, and these dudes he be talking about who be trying to.
But fuck, man. But see, hold up. You can't just say these niggas. We can't just keep discarding these niggas. These niggas.
Yes, you can.
No, ain't nobody
discarding.
Nobody is discarding them. What we're saying is the things that they complain about are bullshit. Because if you're going after women who listen, if you don't like women who wear makeup, there are tons of women who don't wear makeup.
No. These niggas can't even get the like I said, can't even get honey boo boo child mama.
Okay, but who are they going after? What women have they approached? Most of these dudes, like I told you, they're like a dog with a bone. They find one chick to go after that they know they can never get.
Okay,
you gotta. I mean,
that happens too, but I'm saying if people niggas just trying to get it chicks on their level and they get around them, and even I'm just saying, man, it's levels to the shit.
Well, go to an anime convention.
I'm about to start me a motherfucking.
I know advice. When he's saying a chick on his level, what he's talking about. He's talking about a girl that's similar to himself, that's interested in the same things and whatnot. And unfortunately, a lot of these dudes that he's talking about are dudes that are not even leaving the house to find out what the fuck their level is. They're just in a circle jerking each other. Like we just mentioned, if you like anime, manga, comic books, and video games, you have no business going to a club. You have no business going to any of these type of events where you know this is a different lifestyle for a different level of person. You need to be at an anime convention.
I mean, but see, this
video game.
I know what you're talking about.
Hold on. Damn, I'm trying to report. What I'm saying is,
all right, Killzown, speak your piece.
You go a lot of times when you go to these events. A lot of times you go to these events, and a lot of times these women be cuffed up. So then what happens?
Okay, you know what happens next? You go to another event, and you also make an online dating profile, like the Tinder shit. Whenever you walk past somebody and it matches, it go bing, and there you go. You walk past hundreds of thousands of people every day on your daily commute going to go do whatever, whether it's buy a gallon of milk or some shit. And if you have them type of apps on your phone, you'll get far more matches than you think. But these dudes ain't trying shit like that. They're in their own little corner feeling bad for themselves.
That's a good,
damn, you know what? That's the way you broke that down. That made a lot of sense.
Damn, Breezy, hold on, Breezy, you just gave
listen, when you get hip to the shit, when you get hip to the shit, when you understand
about me though, I'm
just saying, when you understand the type of dude you are, when you understand the type of dude you are and the type of woman you want to have, the sky's the limit. I can move from the library, I can move to the club, I can move to the convention. I can move to the motorcycles because you know what you want and what you do. If you know you want that type of girl from that type of lifestyle, what them niggas should be doing is researching. It should be research. You got all this free time in your hand. You ain't getting pussy. Research.
And they got nerdy single events. In Wizard World Comic Con, they had speed dating.
Oh, yeah.
Speed dating should be funny. Speed dating should be funny.
But
they
they do be having like single nights and stuff like that, different events. And yeah, like you said, they got to get out here and really, if they really want this shit, they got to get out because I think they just expect shit to be handed to them, and that's like.
But it's not just to getting out because once they get out, from a woman's perspective, from what I've experienced, once they do get out, they're so wrapped up in every insecurity that they've built inside their head, you can't do much with them. Like. I was with this one dude that he was so wrapped up in his own insecurities when it came to shit. I could build everything up one night, wake up in the morning, and have to start from scratch.
Over again.
That's worse than my crazy.
Like,
I can't have your. I can't. I can't.
A dude like that. Yeah. Go ahead.
What I was about to say, like, he's saying, do you like me? Do you love me? What do you think about, all that stuff? I just think that person's not complete with himself. Doesn't know himself. So he doesn't love himself. How can you love somebody if you don't even love yourself.
But see, a lot of niggas be trying to get the pussy, and then it's like, then it's too like you gotta
because they never had it before.
Exactly, and then sometimes you gotta take it. Like I had to take a step back, be like, okay, well, I'm doing this, this, and this. I'm dealing with this, this, and this. Sometimes you gotta take a step back from, you know, the dating scene and shit like that, just because you can do it and you can, you know.
Because let me say this, I look at it this too, like
no, you gotta know when to turn the shit off, because a lot of these niggas just they keep on going,
let's just say, like I said, you go to school for like, you know what I'm saying, like 17, 18 years, you never had a girlfriend, you never had a kiss from a girl, you never experienced those things. You gonna feel, you know, now you like in your 20s, you gonna start feeling desperate.
Yeah,
but I think that's what it comes in.
At the same time, though, because I was at this stage one time. That's why we talking about this shit. Get you niggas on game. This is trying to get you niggas on game for this.
You sure you're not still at that stage?
No. I ain't Damn. No.
That nigga
is that a trauma helicopter out here? Oh God.
No, because I just with me, I had to just take a step back and
that was vicious.
I had to take a step back and. Like me, I don't know. I guess I'm a big baby, and because I ain't like, it kind of
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, yeah, because like,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I be good. You Breezy know what I'm talking about. You be good all day, and then if your girl ain't there, then you feel some type of way. And then,
But
so it's like I gotta get from doing that bullshit, and I gotta get from overthinking. No, because I be overthinking shit sometimes. So this is the thing about
that's. Listen, if you know you overthinking shit and you know you want your girl around you, right, and you feel that type of way, number one, you should have a partner that you can express this to. So when you do feel that way, you can reach out and she can kind of help you coast through that while you work on yourself to have that affect you a lot less moving forward in your guys' relationship. Like, you shouldn't, me personally, in my personal opinion, you shouldn't be involved with a person who, one, is not willing to work on themselves, and two, and is unwilling to help you sometimes. And there's a lot of chicks out there and dudes out there that just, they for themselves a lot of that time. Or they'll say they'll help you out and they only do it once or twice and they're like, man, fuck this.
Well, that's why I said, like, before I said I had to take a step back, because you got, you know, I was just, like I said, trying to, you know, work on myself and then be, you know, not be.
That's all you can do, man.
So, but I'm saying for the niggas who ain't got there, it's not. I'm trying to tell you niggas that it ain't all what it's cracked up to be.
That's true.
And they be so dying to death as a soldier to get in that box, and then they get it. And then it's like you can't stay out there.
But then again, that's like human nature, though. It's like,
I don't know about that. I tried.
Oh, fuck that. Oh,
no, listen. Like, far as an example, like, you know, you got someone that was just always like grew up in a strict home, and then like, you know, they go to college and get that freedom. Now they get the shit, and they feel like, you know, it's sort of like this, like, it's curiosity in a way. Like, okay, I get what you're saying. Like, it's not all that once you start getting it on a regular basis. Same thing when you get a job. You know, first when you was broke, now you got the job. You're like, yeah, you all happy. And as time progresses, you know, like, okay, man, this shit is kind of overrated. I need to do something else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's perception. That's all it is. I think that's what it is, man. And then they just start feeling self-pity. But because I was just, I'm not gonna say his name, but this dude I know, I was just like, man, he was like, you never had pussy before. I'm like, you know, I mean, well, when you have your first time, you know, it's the best experience. But
you can fix that overnight.
Once you start getting on a regular basis, you can like, okay, it's just like a routine. You ain't gonna be like as excited. You get what I'm saying? It's like you gonna
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying, like, basically,
I think it's fear.
Transfer your energy to something more productive.
Exactly.
A lot of it is dudes are afraid to fail. They're afraid to say the wrong thing, and this is why I'm like, you need to go and be around. You need to be amongst your people. What your people is, I'm not talking about skin tone. I'm talking about personality type. So if you know you're introverted, hang out with more introverted people. If you know you're extroverted, hang out with extroverted people. And eventually you'll find someone mingling in them circles that'll ride with you, and you can kick it with, and they'll be your first experience. You know, but these dudes, they're not doing any introspective thinking. They really are like a dog with a bone. Locked on the one chick.
Like, when I was in high school, like I said, I was introverted, but I ended up losing my virginity when I was 16. So, and then, I mean, like I said, man, because I was hooking over with a girl that was actually just like me. And then, it just worked out. So I do agree. It's just, I don't know, man. You just gotta you just gotta say fuck it sometimes, and just like if you fail, you fail. Eventually, you will. You know, you're not gonna stay at the bottom forever. That's the mentality I think you gotta kind of have.
Mm-hmm.
But
they don't be having.
I don't know, man. But I mean, it's the
but
same
you
thing,
can't listen. You can't help somebody that ain't willing to help themselves. And a lot of these dudes ain't willing to help themselves. They spend all day long on the internet on various forums complaining how women ain't shit.
Because it's easy to do that, and plus too.
But you know what's easier? Go to Pornhub, nigga. That's easier. Finding self-help books, my nigga. That's easier.
But listen. They probably haven't reading this. So listen, let me say this. You can easily get discouraged. Like for instance, for example, like you trying to get a job, you fill out like 100 job applications. You know what I'm saying? Probably 10 called you back. You went to 10 of them to job interviews and everything, and then it didn't go through. And now you getting discouraged, like, man, fuck work. I'm just gonna just sit on my ass and just not do anything. Like you get discouraged, and I'm not condoning that, but I'm just saying at the same time, this is what builds up. When you're not seeing no type of success. Yeah.
Peep game. You fill out 100 job applications, right? And you waiting for all of them to call you back. What are you doing in that time after you filled out them applications? You could be looking at some self-starting businesses. You can look at learning a trade. You can go back to school and get a certification in some software learning or something. There are various different avenues and options available to you. You may not know of them, but they exist, and you can track them down, and you can do these to improve.
But I just think that people, especially in this generation, they're not built, or they just don't want to endure shit. They just want shit handed to them, man.
No, they gotta admit the flaws in themselves. Like to correct something, to say I want to read a self-help book. First, you gotta admit that there's a flaw that you need to correct. So you gonna read this self-help book. They don't want to admit that they're the issue or they're the problem when they are.
And not only that, with this generation is not willing to work for peanuts. And they shouldn't have to. We are the biggest importer and exporter in the world. Why are they still making $9 an hour? When you look at the track for wages, we should have been at $15 an hour based off the money that was coming in from the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and onward to now. So and then when you think about it as well, you got to have 2 jobs just to have an apartment now.
Yeah.
Where it was like 1 job. So you got to understand their pain as well. It's like, look. Back when you were going to school, you could work at the fucking ice cream stand for $3.25 an hour and only work 15 hours a week and put yourself through college and have your own spot. I can't do that shit now. You can't do that shit now. No. You need to be making close to, if not 11 an hour, 15 an hour 15. To afford just to keep the lights on and stay in that bitch, let alone the food.
Well, that goes to like inflation and all that stuff, and
But the inflation, that's what I'm talking about. If the wage would have increased, because I mean, honestly, let's keep it 1,000. These companies price manipulate this shit. First off, and they do it in a way so all the CEOs and stuff can make as much money as possible. That's the main thing, because there's no reason after you pass $600-700 million in income, you need another $600-700 million for the next 10 years straight. It's just you can only spend so much money so fast, and what do you need all that money for? And it's like, if you would take that wealth, how they like to say trickle down economics, if you fed it back to just your company, just the company, I'm not saying give that $600-700 million to other people, just the people in your company, and you got their wages up to $15, $16, $17,
still be making good money,
$19, $20 an hour. What you're gonna have is better employee retention rate. You're gonna have employees who are more willing to spend money in that organization, in that company. You're gonna get children who are born with parents who are working there, and they're going to come back into that company. I mean, when you think about factory jobs in Detroit, Michigan, the reason that you had generational families working in those factories and those steel mills is because they were good wage, they made good money, had good health insurance, and they can afford to do everything they needed to do. Yeah, and that's why you had generational people in there. So you don't have that now, because if they're not willing to pay to level that shit out.
A lot of them move to
they don't care.
They don't care.
That's a big issue in this country.
If you watch Undercover Boss, I watch Undercover Boss from time to time, and you can see it. These bosses go back to these companies. Like I was watching the dude for Checkers, and he's like, "Oh my God, we're using the same shit that we were using when I was here." And it's like, nigga, that was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Why are you still using the same tech? Oh my God, I can barely hear on this intercom. Well, we put it in order to get it fixed, and they do the fix, and they're like, "Oh, this was 30 years ago." It's like they're not upkeeping none of this shit. That's why I fucks with Chick-fil-A. Side note. I'm gonna tell you what Chick-fil-A did, my nigga. It's Florida. It's hot. It's Florida. It's hot. What Chick-fil-A did is they tore up their whole their parking lot. They tore up the whole parking lot, and they literally made dual awning type. Like if you ever been to a Sonic or like one of those restaurants where you can park your car underneath something and press a button, they have that, and they have this double awning structure where you can get 2 cars to go through the drive-thru, and they have employees walking out underneath that, out of the rain, out of the sun, taking your orders. So they get the orders right every fucking time. That's what Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, and all these other restaurants need to be doing, but they dragging their fucking feet. I hope fucking Chick-fil-A take over. Like, we need a burger version of Chick-fil-A.
The burger version.
Like, I shit you not, man, because, like, I would prefer quality over quantity. Because I've had Burger King burgers that smell like ass, and I've just thrown them away. I'm like, I don't know why they smell like butt juice, but I don't even want this. I'm like, yo, whoever made this, you ain't wash your hands. I don't want this. I'm going to go to another burger spot. And it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, but long story short, you can't help these dudes. Anyway.
Well, you know.
Well, my thing is, at least you can give them that option, though, because this we can eliminate the violence. Because, like I said, most of the incels, they get upset and they want to just kill because of their misery. And I mean, this is the type of stuff that we live in. And I just feel like it's not all. And my thing is too, it's perception. That's what I'm saying, man. It's just like people that gets upset and depressed over these little things in life. It has nothing to do with their progression. I just feel like it all will come. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not, you got like I said, people, if you're depressed about money, you got millionaires always want to, you know what I'm saying, just want to kill themselves. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's perception. It's all about how you feel. Like, you got to be united with yourself. But I don't know, man. I think it's a lot of things people going on, like people comparing their lives to other people. That's why I made a video about that a while back. Don't do that.
And, I mean, what else? If we don't talk about bullshit to distract you, you'll want to know what's really going on, and then that's when the problem happens.
Plus, I blame the media too for this shit too.
Well, it's all orchestrated. Yeah, keep them worried about bullshit. Look what Safari said about his dick or whatever dumb shit, and then you were talking about that for 15 hours all over Tumblr and Twitter and every fucking where else. Meanwhile, that company that said they'd give your guys a tax break aren't giving you the tax break. I mean, that's just, we've been heading this way for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, but like Link said, man, it's all about us. I mean, us coming together and getting better. Like I said, man, if y'all brothers out there, y'all need somebody to talk to, man.
Nah,
you talk to me. I interview you niggas, man, for real. Like, I make a lot of. Check my channel. I make inspiration.
Would it be wrong for me to watch and laugh?
No. Because, I mean, ain't no helping these dudes, man. Not the ones y'all talking about. Ain't no helping them dudes. We ain't got to that shit. You doing that shit again. We ain't got to. You're going to do that shit.
Hold on. O'Shea did this shit with me. And I'm going to say this. O'Shea, shout out O'Shea.
O'Shea was low-key clowning him, though.
Yeah, no, but I mean, a lot of that shit was for the show. But it was like, I had learned so much from watching this nigga channel, man, and it helped me helped me so much to the point where now, like I said, I kind of had to get out my own way because it's like I can talk to women all day long and get them in there. Like I ain't like dumbo like my brother is. My brother was macking on these bitches on the damn parking lot from my car. He hyped bitches up, and then we get to
that's fine.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, when you get to that point, it's a lot of these brothers are creative. The reason why I say we gotta not save them, but help them, is because these brothers are the intelligent brothers. Like even these shooters,
not like, that intelligent.
No, they are. But if they
no, they not
potential.
Not everyone is as
everyone has potential,
and even then.
Yeah. Yeah. Not everyone has the potential to see something great. Somebody got to be on that stripper pole and someone got to flip them burgers. Yeah. If they were that intelligent as you feel, they would understand that they need to move a different way to get the women they want to have. And apparently they can't figure that shit out. Now, they could have a touch of autism. They could be dyslexic. They may not understand it, but guess what? You'll figure that shit out later. Focus on what your goals are.
Exactly.
If they're so obsessive.
Why would dyslexia make them not understand it?
I'll tell you why.
Well, I mean, we ain't got to go through all that. I'm just saying it's got to be niggas out there. Like, it's got to be more O'Shea's out there, the niggas that feel the pain, that been through it, and spread the gospel so it gets better.
But like, if you ain't done with your journey, how you spreading gospel?
There you go.
Like, if you don't even, if you still figuring you out, like, why you trying to mentor other people? If you can't even enter something yourself, why are you trying to mentor other people?
Well, it's good. It's good to do it when you're progressing. It's still inspirational because people say, "Well, you know what? We in the same boat, but he still have a positive attitude and keep moving forward."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's why
y'all not in the same boat.
And say, no,
y'all not in the same boat.
I could be at the top, on the mass, and you could be in the back. So
nope. You get what I'm saying? That's just like saying. Yeah. That's just like saying I'm not going to listen to you because you're not a millionaire, but you don't understand like that person can really give you life principles to change your life.
Exactly. Like
it's really So I'm just saying.
If I haven't finished my stripper dancing classes, I'm not going to try to teach somebody else how to stripper dance.
No.
That's totally different.
I could curve. If I was okay. If we on the level of Pitfall, right? We playing Pitfall, and the motherfucking I forget the dude name, Pitfall Harry, right? I've already got through the first 5 levels of Pitfall. Nigga, you just started playing it. So if I know what's on the first 5 levels, and even though I'm trying to get through level 6, but I know the first 5 levels, and I say, yo, don't fucking jump on that alligator when he open up his mouth. Wait till he closes shit. And you gotta hit it at the like 2 or 3 seconds. Like then when you hit the rope on the next one, wait till the other one fall come up.
Full description.
But in your analogy, this person is 6 levels ahead of you, which means they've already experienced that, and you're new to it, which means guess what? Y'all not on the same level. But he has more wisdom than you. He's further ahead than you. If anything, his boat has the sail on it, and yours is a dinghy that's attached to his shit. Y'all not on the same level.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. You can't just preach it.
It's more of encouragement.
Exactly. You gotta bring the dinghy onto the boat.
Yeah, so like basically like with Killzown, like the experiences that he's having with women, someone that's on a boat trying to like or is getting screwed by a woman and getting upset, he can give him the knowledge and the wisdom that Killzown accumulated, he can pass that on to that young man to help strengthen him. That's all that is. Even though Killzone's still on this journey.
Exactly.
If you're in a okay. That makes more sense than what you said earlier. Now,
that's what I'm saying.
If you're in a situation and you are constantly finding women that are schooling you or putting you through hell, my first piece of advice would be stop messing with them women altogether. And write down a series of behavior that you see those women exhibit, and the moment any one of them do that, that's a red flag.
Yeah, but like Loopy said earlier, a lot of people are being, or hiding their wholeness or hiding their fuck nigginess, and it comes.
You can only hide being a hoe for so long.
That's true.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we gonna close.
You can only hide this shit for so long.
You're right. So
you can't tell a hoe to a housewife. I heard.
Yeah, especially like when you get into it with a dude and like he say he on your level, like he on, but he ain't. No, and then it slowly sink, and then be like, and everything is just like crash, boom.
You'll see it. You'll see that shit. You'll see that shit. Wait, but because you in that, or you in your key, do you live in? I ride it because you in that bullshit. You'll get that shit a pass, but it's clear as day. You got to get very. I mean, I didn't get to this point overnight. It took me a hell of a long time to get here. But when you notice, I live fast. When you notice them experience, you'll notice that shit. You'll notice it, and you can cut to that bullshit instantly. Like, oh, you want to do the phone tag game? Okay, I know what type of personality this person has. I'm done with this next. Oh, you want to come over, but you want me to pay for everything, and I'm struggling trying to get my shit together. Okay, no, pass. Oh, well, I'm trying to hustle, and I'm trying to do this podcast, and I'm trying to interview people, and you constantly trying to cut into my time when I tell you I need this time specifically for this test. Okay, cut. You're too needy. Like you start to see this shit, and it's like clockwork. And then what's gonna happen? Because you talked about this last week, and I know you went to end the show. But what's gonna happen is whoever that dude is, he gonna look elsewhere, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong.
You gotta get the chick on your You gotta
on your level at the time.
Get a chick on your level
and still progress.
Who's working in an establishment that doesn't have strippers and wings at the same place at the same time. And you don't, and ladies don't mess with no dudes whose hairline is running from their right angle dicks. And if you dating women who sleeping with everybody that moves and making sex tapes with niggas, don't do that. Unless you want to be an aspiring porn star, then you can help her in that business. Also, if women are in your DMs trying to sell you their material, support black businesses.
No,
don't be out here touching women when they don't ask you to touch them. Keep your hands where you can see them. What else? What else?
Sometimes that red flag, like you don't see it coming, like you normally do, and it just like smack in your head and knock you the fuck out.
And the moment it does, you need to say, "What hit me? Oh, that shit. Okay, I need to run." Like that's that. Don't stick your dick in crazy people. Take it from me. Don't stick your dick in crazy. And if you had a friend who's sticking his dick in crazy, best believe you need to keep on hang on to your friend, but distance yourself.
You gotta say this too. It's kind of difficult to know someone that's crazy until after the fact you start having sexual relations with that person. Then you damn. You because they always put in their first impression when you see them most of the time.
Bruh. When bitch, I'm gonna tell you something.
Because I know you went through some crazy stuff when you said like this bitch want to mess your car up. She try to,
bruh,
nigga.
I'm gonna tell you. I messed with 2 crazy chicks in my life, but my uncle always messed with crazy chicks. We be chilling in the house playing the game. All of a sudden, boom! What was that? I bust the windows out your car.
Don't say
my
it,
nigga.
don't say it.
Like, listen. I can see crazy a mile away now from them experiences and then the ones I had personally. And it's like when a chick is crazy, she'll do little shit to show you she crazy. Like stuff got to be in the house a certain way, or she gotta. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This one chick I was dating, right? I shit you not. We used to go get burgers all the time, right? She'd take the burger completely apart from scratch. After they made the shit and gave it to her, she would take it apart from scratch, take the meat off, and she would put ketchup on one side of the burger and mayonnaise on one side of the burger. And then she would put the shit completely back together.
What the fuck?
And I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, okay, you weird. You know, some people eat pizza with a fork and knife. I ain't knocking nobody. That's how you like to eat your shit. That's how you like to eat your shit. But like, it was just other shit that started adding up. Like, she could only suck my dick with her left hand, never her right hand. And it was just little shit. Because I'm like, yo, I'm getting my dick sucked. I'm happy to be here. This is an amazing event. I'd like to thank everybody. For it's like, okay, whatever. Get my dick sucked. But it was little shit like that. Or how her left hand, when she would do her nails, her left hand nail color, I had to always be 2 shades darker than the right hand nail color. It was crazy shit like that. And I just used to pass out like everybody got their weird quirks, bro. But my nigga, when I tell you, this chick caught me off guard one night, and she was just like, hey, you cheating on me? No. You don't sound confident in that answer. No, I ain't cheating on you. Hit my phone. What's your email? Here you go. All right, cool. When I tell you I went to sleep and this bitch sat in that chair all night looking at me, this bitch sat in that chair all night looking at me, my dog. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait for you to go, and then I'm out. I'm out. My nigga, I got dressed and I sprinted. I sprinted a long way before I was like, okay, I'm good now. Because I don't know. I can't believe I even fell asleep in front of her because I think about that shit. That shit freaked me out because she could have fucked me up in my sleep. Man, don't. That shit still freak me out, my dude. Like, nah, you brothers, if your chicks do crazy shit like that, watch out, man. Sleep with one eye open or something. Be careful. All right, well, let's end the show. Link muted himself.
All right, y'all. This your boy, Killzown, the kid Breezy, Pastor Link, and Loopy. And we out till next week. Happy Happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day. Wait, it's Labor Day?
Yeah. No, but Breezy, what's his name? Link should have stopped. Because it was Sunday. He should have stopped last night, but he didn't, you know. That's why he had to mute his mic, because, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, We up out of here, y'all. Be safe out here. Don't be doing too much. Don't be doing nothing too crazy. And
be safe, drive safe, love safe, and respect everybody. And yeah.
And we out. Peace.